What's going on,
Uh,
everybody?
hey guys, welcome to the stream, the MK Central MKU D1 Finals cast. So this is, sorry, is this Grand Finals, right, or winners?
Yeah, this is D1 Grand Finals between
Yes.
Zealous and Frenzy.
Yep. So this is the final match of the season for Division 1. So this determines who wins it all. So I guess to get started, we can just go through the lineups from each team. So we have the overlay here. So for Zealous, who recently made a comeback, the well-known French team, we have Dax, Dam, Demon, Neo, Swift, and Toad. And so I think this is the lineup they've been rolling with pretty much the entirety of the season. So I don't think there's really any surprises there. And then over at Frenzy, who recently won, I think the most recent one was the MK Worlds Tournament. It looks like they're running a similar lineup for that with Isaiah, Kay, Robble, Starlo, Strike, and Thomas. So this is definitely one of their stronger lineups as well. So I think it'll be a very good match. Great players from both teams.
Yeah, I think this is actually the lineup that Frenzy won Worlds with. It's broken, right? It's probably like one of the best lineups ever assembled. You have Thomas who can get shock whenever he thinks about it. You have Strike who can just be a complete menace in the pack. And you have players like K. Roble, Isaiah, who can, get to the front and just keep it. They don't let anyone pass them under any circumstances.
Yeah, definitely. And all these people have really, really strong game knowledge and have been around for a while. Even K has been around since MKW, so like their game sense and game knowledge just probably the best, I think, definitely. So it's going to be very, very intense to say the least. But we'll see how it goes. In terms of wins, I can't recall if Zealous and ZY were in the same conference. I think they were
Um, so what
different.
so what happened was I think they played like week 1 or 2, something like that, one of the earlier weeks. And Zealous actually won by 10. Um, but Zealous was using Ryan's, uh, and Ryan's is just not here anymore.
Oh, right. Yeah, Ryan's, I think, was a part of their main lineup, and I think he decided to take a break from Wars and stuff, so they had to sub in, I think it was Neo, as
Yep.
their substitute, so...
Yeah, it was the second match of the season, Zealous versus Frenzy, and Zealous won by 12.
Yep. Yeah, so Frenzy and Zealous are in the same conference, so Frenzy went 8-0-2, only losing to, I think, Zealous and then SX once,
Yeah,
and
I
then
believe so.
Zealous was 6-0-4. But I think for sure Conference A, which contains Secret X, Frenzy, Zealous, and Midnight Wasps, was probably the more difficult conference, and just statistically speaking, it appears like it was definitely the harder conference. And obviously, both teams today are from that conference.
Yeah, for sure.
So that was definitely a tough one to kind of pull through to get through to playoffs and obviously finals. But yeah, both teams have a really good record, really good history as well. So I think it could definitely go either way. But if I'm personally predicting a team to win, just based off of recent history, I'd probably favor Frenzy to win.
Yeah, like it's kind of hard to bet against the world champions, right?
Yeah, exactly. After winning Worlds, which has literally even all of the top Japanese teams, it's very, very impressive resume to say the least. So we're still waiting here. I think we have 3, 6, 9. Okay, I think the 12th person just joined the room, so hopefully we'll be starting here pretty soon. I forget who's host.
Thomas, I believe.
Alright, so Frenzy's hosting, so... Yep. Not too much else to talk about until the war starts, really.
Yeah, so something that was gonna happen. Frenzy was supposed to play Zealous in the last week of the season, um, but Zealous actually forfeit both of their matches that week, so they didn't get to play. I think it would have been, you know, if they had played, they could have seen what Frenzy, kind of what they do, how they play, and how they can counteract that. So it's kind of a double-edged sword here.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. All right, well, we see our truck selection coming up here since the room started. So we have RWS coming from Frenzy, assuming they're just most of the top spots because Thomas is hosting, and then BDD, which seems to be classic Zealous pick, generally speaking. So we'll see who gets the best track RNG this war.
Yeah, and our POVs for today, we have Strike on the side of Frenzy and Swift on the side of Zealous. So just a little warning to everybody: mentally prepare yourself for Strike to spam his camera quite a bit.
Yeah, you'll see a lot of, I guess, high-level players who kind of press X a lot to look back. So it's something you just kind of have to get used to, I guess. Whenever we're watching it, I guess it just depends on the player.
Yeah, I
But,
remember I was watching time trials from, I don't even remember who. I was watching someone's time trial ghost, and they were spamming the camera even in time trials when it's just them. You know, they're so used to it at this point in the game.
yeah, exactly. All right, so we're starting out here. It was obviously Zealous' pick. Strike's able to draft up pretty decently to attain top spots. So we have at least 2, 3, 4 from Frenzy. I'm still unsure who is first at the moment.
Yeah, this
But
looks really good for Frenzy, right? Because we saw Demon and Dam right behind Strike, and they didn't have any items, and he had just a red. But now we see Isaiah, K, and I believe we saw Starlo back there too.
yep,
Oh, and
and Neo
Neo
just
gets
gets
taken
knocked
out.
out, and that was his only top spot. Going off road there a bit's probably better. We're back here seeing Swift. I think Zealous is just trying to suicide for the shock right now.
Yeah,
It's kind of their only
absolutely.
win condition at the moment is to pull the shock and just use it such so that obviously they can catch up to their top 3. That's kind of just breaking away really, really fast right now.
Triple Shrooms Bill's a really good pull here, and something that I noticed is we saw Strike have a horn in fourth right before he switched off. Excuse me. But it looks like he wasn't able to break the blue.
Yeah, unfortunate miss with the blue break, but I don't think it matters too much as ZY still top spots with Isaiah schlagging here a bit. Swift is playing really well by being able to drive up that triple shroom bill, which was definitely a great pull from him.
Yeah,
I can only presume that there's at least one ZY back there countering Zealous. So we'll have to wait and see if Swift dodges here, but it doesn't seem like there's a shot coming anytime soon.
yeah, that was a pretty good play from Isaiah to stop with the plant. Forced. We saw he forced Demon into his ghost, so if there was a shock, it would have been kind of mitigated a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. Swift unfortunately misses that trail off Thomas, so ZY keeps their top 2. And Stelis with the bottom 4 there, so they were going for shock pretty much the whole race, but unfortunately did not pull it when they needed it. So great start for Frenzy, not so great start for Zealous.
Yeah, that'll be not a great start. And this is the kind of thing that Frenzy, they just like live off, right? Because they got a really good race, and now if they can get their track pick here, if they get Wario Stadium, it'll be really tough for Zealous to get up there. And so they're just going to keep building their lead as big as they can very early on here.
Definitely. And I think, yeah, it's pretty impressive how Frenzy's able to kind of get into the front pretty easily. I think they're quite good at doing that, and they were just able to keep the top spots most of the race. But this is a great track for Zealous. I'm assuming they picked it. I kind of missed it. But they're starting in bottom spots, so they'll be able to draft up with coins, hopefully, and break into those top spots. Maybe contest them a bit.
Yeah, absolutely. And something about this track is it's kind of hard to get coins, right? Because the train, it's on, I don't know how to say it, it's kind of on like a set path, and it's not like other coins where they respawn. So like those 2 coins Swift just took, they won't be there for the rest of the race. So it could be pretty tough for some of the players in the back to get some
Right.
coins.
Yeah, that makes this track very annoying to play. So if you're gonna bag, it's good to do it like very early, and if you're starting in the back, then you don't have to worry about coins because you
Dude,
already
it's just
start with
all
coins.
ZY up here. We see Thomas in first. I mean, we see Demon going up there, but we saw Roble, Isaiah. I believe we saw K, and we saw Strike at one point. I don't know where he went.
Yeah, I saw some fire, I think, from Isaiah there briefly, so I think that was able to kind of help out ZY getting into the top spots and keeping their ground there. Very good. Oh, the
Oh,
green
wow, I
does
think he got
connect
him off.
there.
Yeah.
So very good green from Swift, salvaging the race slightly. Unfortunately misses that trail on Rabble.
Oh, Mr. Niche guy. No, I'm kidding. Looks like
Lots of
Robo did
spinning
just get taken
happening.
out.
Yeah, Rabble
Yeah.
got taken out.
Oh, that's
Z is
unfortunate.
just not unfortunate hit from Dax. I don't think it cost them too much.
Dude, again.
Uh,
Oh wait, that was
yeah,
no. Sorry, that was from behind. I thought that was from Dax.
I don't think it cost them that much because I don't
Yeah.
think he was getting higher than 6 anyways.
Okay, bottom
But
two, not too bad of a race.
yeah, I think that slightly favors ZY potentially, but still pretty even race.
Mhm.
So not too bad.
Yeah, and that was looking pretty bad for Zealous right there. Excuse me, because we saw first place from Frenzy Starlo. He was just able to get so far away, and Demon and Dax weren't getting great items. Like you can get fire, but on a large straightaway like at the end of Rainbow Road right there, it's very easy to avoid, and there's no walls for it to bounce off.
Yeah, exactly. I think the race changing play was when Swift was able to hit Isaiah off the track, because
Yeah,
if that didn't
definitely.
happen, then it would have been way worse for Zealous. So good play by Swift for sure. But now we're at Dolphin Shoals, another Zealous pick. So we'll see how they play this. I know ZY loves this track, or at least I know definitely K really likes this track. So we'll see how Zealous is able to combat them on this track.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if some players decide to stop for shock or if they decide to um, just go full run. I think
Yeah,
both
there's
strategies are very viable on this track.
definitely. I think we'll see a lot of races where both teams have one person who's pretty far in the back just countering each other. I mean, I'll be
Yeah,
surprised if there's
absolutely.
any races where it's just like one-sided.
And for the people who watched the Division 3 final last night, it was kind of like that as well, um, where version 2 was able to get quite a lot of shocks, but I think it'll be kind of more prominent in this match, right? Because at this higher level of play, um, teams are able to recognize more often when they need to go for shock, and they can utilize it better as well.
Exactly. Like when you're finished with one lap and another team's like top 3 or 4, then you just start going for it for the rest of the race before it's too late. But it looks like Strike's doing pretty good work back here. He was able to schlag, dodges the shock. I can only presume that was Z's shock because quite a few of them dodged here.
Yeah, we do see Dam dodging in a star as well as Toad.
So that just kind of shows the importance of being in the back with the other team, like Strike's doing right now. So he's able to catch up while dodging.
Yeah, that's just a great pull right there. Golden triple shrooms. He's able to pass quite a few people, and he can get right past Dam here on the off-road.
Yeah, and
Unfortunately,
Dam's not
doesn't get
gonna.
another item.
Yeah, exactly. So the blue is quite unfortunate for. I'm actually not sure who's in first right now.
I think it's oh, it looks like he dodged it anyway. I was gonna say it's either it could be Neo, I think.
Are we about to see a niche bomb? Nah,
Has to be
nah.
careful.
Yeah, he would have hit his team if he threw it forward
Okay,
there.
it's actually Frenzy in first as we see Swift throwing the res, and unfortunately gets read out. That could be a top 5 maybe for Frenzy.
That might be a top. That is. Oh, the Toad's
Oh,
up
we saw
there.
Toad right there.
But that
But it
is a
looks
lot
like
of top
Isaiah was able
spots.
to get into first. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a huge race for ZY once more. So. And sorry, is this bracket? It's not a
Yeah,
best of
it's
three.
no, it
It's
is best of 3. It is
oh, it
best
is
of
a best of 3.
3. Yeah.
Okay, so it's not like a +1 on one team or something. Okay,
Mm.
cool. Yeah, so even though Zealous, I presume, used shock there, they kind of countered it pretty well, just having Strike back there, and then at the end, I think they just pretty much hit them out, right?
Yeah, they got a bit unlucky right there because Starlo, or I'm not sure if it was Starlo, it might have been Isaiah. They were able to dodge the blue, and Swift and he tried to chain reds on them. He got redded out himself and lost quite a few spots.
Yeah, definitely. So Dallas, I mean, they're getting their track picks, but so far it hasn't worked out super well for them. But we'll see, I guess, who can get the shock and use it the best this race. But yeah, as everyone knows, this track is kind of what you try to pick whenever you have a bad race and you kind of want to reset your top spots, basically.
Yeah, absolutely. Because the spots on this track at the beginning, they don't matter at all, right? Because like running, you'll usually only see 1 or 2 people per team, and that's what we see right now. We see one player who's very far ahead, and so Swift will probably be able to get like a star right here.
I've seen like the meta kind of change or recently where like everyone bags and then like each team designates one person to run with triple shroom star.
Yeah,
And then
I
like
think
top
that's a
2
really
will
good
just
idea.
have triple shroom star. Cause like if you dodge in first, like even if you don't get any other items, that's still like super broken, which I think is why people do that in 6v6.
We see the
That
first
was
shot coming in.
yeah, ZY shock for sure there. Able to get or no, I thought we were watching Strike. I think it was a ZY shock, but
Yeah, and we saw like 5 or 6 people dodge, so I definitely would not be surprised if there's another shock in play already, but if not, I expect one to be pulled at the last setup here.
yeah, so shocks are available after they're used 30 seconds after. So generally speaking, it's possible like at this last set, and if not, probably the first set, lap 3. So
Absolutely, we'll see
even
what Swift decides to do.
yeah, so like even when first shock happens, it's pretty good to have someone going for a second one, anyways.
Looks like there's quite a lot of ZY back here. Have to be worrisome
Yeah,
that they don't have another shock.
bottom 3 is shock distance, so we might see a second one here. Swift pulling the bill, which is actually really good because he can take the cut here and then just bill at the end. The only concern is what he pulls at the last set
Yeah, and the pack is
behind his
very close
bill.
here, so is Bill. Definitely won't last long at all. Oh, and that's going to be a Zealous shock, I think? Because I saw Neo and I believe Toad dodge.
That might have been. I think Swift was thinking like it was better to just get shocked into the boxes than dodge in the
Yeah,
bill.
I don't know if that was a Zealous shock. I don't know if I agree with that play, but he is far better than I am, so I trust him.
Honestly, like he probably would have just potentially gotten the same spot if he dodged in the bill, honestly.
Mhm.
Because obviously you go around the cut if you use the bill there, and then like everyone else dodging was taking the cut anyways. So he might have just like broke even there, I guess. I don't know. But even then, he got shocked in like 8th in the box, so it was risky banking on getting shrooms there, I guess. But still a winning race for Zealous. Not by too much, so Frenzy's still in the lead by what is that, 42 points?
Yeah,
So
that is going to be Zella's first winning race. You know, only by 4, but it's better than nothing. See DK Jungle coming out here. Definitely one of the favorite tracks for Frenzy.
yeah, for sure. This is a great running track, but I'm not a huge fan of it because it's pretty long and there's lots of boxes.
Mhm.
So even if you're like top spots, shocks are pretty common. I feel like your blue shells, obviously, but I
Yeah,
think
and
it's
everyone has been shocked after the glider and gotten past.
yeah,
Looks like
exactly.
our 2 POVs are going to be in 10-11 right here. It will be pretty interesting to see if they decide to stop and go for shock, or if they decide to just keep it moving. I believe that's a Zealous bottom too. I think Swift and Neo are back there, but I could be wrong.
I think you're right. So it looks like Hayes being the designated bagger there to counter their shock bagging. And we'll see Strike carry up the start here.
Yeah, I was about to say, it could be kind of confusing as to why Strike wasn't stopping at that set right there, but we saw Kid do it, so pretty good.
Yeah, it's a pretty good pull from Strike there. I think the Ghost is pretty much the second best item he could have pulled. Very clean world record shortcut there as well. So strike's gonna be set if they get a shock. Don't remember who was in first. I think there might be a shock, because there might be one used here now. Yep.
Yeah. Oh,
So
and
the
he
reason
steals
that-
triple shroom.
Yeah, that's pretty huge. I thought it was fishy whenever he was using his shrooms there. He's gonna try to squish Demon, which is a smart. I think that was
Looks like
definitely worth it.
He did get him.
Yeah.
Oh, and he pulls a green shell as well. This is just perfect for strike. So, you know, barring a second shock, we should just see a first play. Oh, okay. Dude, he broke it on the frog? Oh my god.
That was all on purpose, right?
Dude, if he had a coin, that would have been the sickest thing ever. Oh my god. So yeah, I think that is going to be Demon in second. Oh, he could maybe get hit out here. Yeah, he is going to get hit out. He gets hit off.
He gets hit off the track, so that is unfortunate for
He
strike.
gets pointed by K.
Yeah, so that's one of those situations where it's definitely worth it to just take the red, because then you get hit on the glider and then you can just dodge the second red. So I think it's like hard to like think about those decisions or make those decisions in the spot, but I think if he got hit by the red, he probably would have been able to potentially like trail Demon as well, or keep first at least.
Yeah, and I think what you're saying is correct, right? Like if he knew that second place had 2 reds, but if second place only had 1 red, then it would have been for nothing.
Yeah, definitely. But I think I missed the spots actually. That race. They won by 8. Okay. So yeah, Zealous won by 8. So that definitely flipped the race around a bit, but it still wasn't too terrible on the side of Frenzy there. Frenzy now going for their Excitebite pick. I think they tend to pick this a lot whenever they're not too many top spots. So Zealous has been getting a lot of the track picks, but ZY finally gets, I think, their second track pick of the war. So we'll see how they fare on one of their more favorite tracks, I guess.
Yeah, Excitebike Arena definitely one of Frenzy's favorite tracks. I know it's Strike and Rogel's favorite. And again, this is one of those tracks that there's a multitude of ways to play it, right? I think you can definitely run this one for sure. If you do all the strategies properly, you can get very far ahead. But you can also bag it, but it's not as extreme as tracks like Tri-Dry Desert and Cheeseland.
Right, and I think Frenzy just love running this track rather, because I know a lot of them literally just like on the daily just play this like versus bots or something just to like practice the patterns.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just because they like love driving this track. So if they can get into the front, or if there's like a really good pattern, then they can kind of break away pretty easily for sure. But at the moment we see Swift kind of dying here. Toad in the back as well, with one member from ZY back here. No indication of shock at the moment, but definitely bottom 3 is shock distance.
Yeah, definitely. And we see Swift slowing down to get more than 1 box, which is
So I think ZY must be... Oh, that is unfortunate.
Yeah.
That was kind of just a miscalculation, I think, from Swift there. I assumed that Z wouldn't have been too many top spots. It looks like that was good communication from ZY trying to get the double red in Neo. Unfortunately,
yeah,
I think
like
one breaks.
He might have been able to block it, but dude, this is like 2, 3, 4, 5 for ZY. Isaiah has another red. Could be a very good race for Frenzy coming in.
Yeah, this pretty much depends on 1, if Swift gets shocked back there, or 2, if Neo gets redded out. So...
Oh, what the...
So no reds. Oh, he did! He pulled the second red, but it passed Neo,
Dude,
so Neo Neo gets first! That was so lucky that Neo didn't get hit there.
Yeah, the game... And that's not even a bad race from Zealous.
Yeah, that's a winning race from Zealous, but I thought when Thomas pulled out that red after taking the shortcut that Zealous's race was over. That flipped the race completely just from the red passing, but I guess Thomas was way too close for it to connect.
That's what I was about to say. I think Thomas was a little too close when he threw that red.
That was well played by ZY. I think they did their best to hit Neo out, but it seemed like Reds just kept breaking, like on either ground items or something, because Isaiah had 2 reds and then Neo still had 1 single red left. And then,
Yeah.
yeah, so that was definitely fortunate for Neo that he was able to keep first there. But yeah, kind of seeing the tides turn a bit. Zealous has won the last 2 races by 6 and 8 points. So ZY is only up by 28 now, despite the first GP where they kind of did really, really well. So
Yeah, halfway through, and it's pretty close, all things considered, right? And I mean, Zealous is getting these winning races, but they're not huge. And with the time that they started winning, you know, with like 8 or so races left, if they keep getting races like this, then they will win. But eventually, you kind of have to want a bigger race to kind of secure your lead.
exactly. I mean, over so many races, one team is definitely just going to get luckier than the other at some stage, right? So I
Yeah.
think it's going to be inevitable that there's going to be a pretty big swing of a race coming up here pretty soon. Just depends on who it is, I guess.
Yep,
So I kind of missed the
absolutely.
beginning of this race to see kind of how it started. But it seems like ZY is maintaining at least a bit of front presence up here.
I think Swift just bumped Thomas off.
Yeah, last year was pretty good, right? Around the
Yeah, that
turn.
was really clean. But we do see a top 2 here. Oh my god,
Oh,
barely survive.
it's cool that both of them in top 2 went wide to avoid that as well. They like saw
Yeah.
it coming.
A horn, not really the best item because he can't throw it forward, and especially with that missed trick, he's going to be losing a little bit of time on K. So I believe
Yep.
we have 3, 4, 5 for Zealous here.
Yeah, I think it's okay that Swift kind of maintains his space. Maybe missing that trick was kind of fine, just so he can have more time to avoid stuff.
Oh,
Fire
fire
is a
special.
really great item.
Oh, but he has to be careful from the horn.
Yeah, so I don't think he should have used that many. I think he should have used it to make him use the horn and then use it on the straight here, you know?
Hmm. So what I
But
was thinking was I thought he was going to hit him with the fire, then K would spam the horn to take out Swift.
yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, the blue's coming in. K definitely can't block it for Isaiah, so if Isaiah has a horn, he's good, but if he doesn't, then
Looks like he
he
doesn't.
so he
And
does
this could
get hit.
be Zealous's chance to get a really good race. He
But
just has to
Swift
be
can really
careful
throw
here.
this red, right?
Yeah,
He's gonna go
oh,
for
we're going to
it.
do it anyway. Oh!
Okay.
But I think K broke his
Yeah.
on the crack as well.
So I think
Yeah.
Isaiah took the Nisk there.
Oh, strike. Okay.
Strike going for all the big boy plays right now, but just unfortunately
Yeah.
messing it up and losing a few spots for ZY there. But Isaiah
That's
takes the Nisk at the end, so he's able to get second over Swift. Another winning race for ZY.
yeah. That's gonna be a really good race for ZY. We saw. I can't remember what it was exactly, but it looked like 8 through 11 right there for Zealous. And that's the kind of race that Zealous needed, but like the other way around. That's gonna be a -22 for them, which just gets rid of all of their work and some. So we see 2 pretty standard tracks coming out here. We see Wario Stadium, obviously the staple running track. It's very uncommon to play War without it. And we have RMC, just a typical bagging track where you can reset your positions.
Yep, exactly. So ZY's up 50 with 5 left, right?
Yeah.
So that's still possible. It's obviously averaging 10-point winning race every race for the war, which is definitely doable. And then like one big race, as you said, can kind of just like flip it around for sure. And I think this is a good track to do it on, especially if Zealous gets shocked.
Yeah, and you know, the thing to kind of think about here is Zealous is down by 50, and there's 5 races left. And they haven't won a race by 10 points yet. They won their races by like 4, 6, and 8, so it's going to be kind of tough.
So lots of ZY back here. Robble, Thomas, and Strike are all in shock spots. Doesn't get a shock box, but yeah, that's pretty much the worst items he could have pulled.
Yeah,
Really.
he can't even chain his golden at the pit stop item.
I think he'll just have to hopefully get a star or ghost here, and hope for his teammates pulling shock back there. One Bill coming up.
Yeah, Star is really good right there.
So Swift might, or sorry, not Swift, but the Bill might have it after, might have the shock after his Bill.
Oh, that's so unfortunate.
Nah, he's just gonna get shocked. Don't worry. Nah. So it's still a star, so that's fine. Doesn't seem like there's gonna be a shock. I don't think.
Oh, we see. It looks like Isaiah actually got saved by the fire right there. He has to be careful. This could be top 4, maybe. Definitely
think
2, 3, 4
so.
at least.
So Swift is kind of gatekeeping right now.
Oh.
Unfortunately, it's starred. So yeah, kind of loses the race off that.
Oh, and
Triple Shrooms is very lucky there.
And it
That
was
was-
Starlo in first.
That was definitely the best item he could have pulled in like 6th there.
Yeah.
So that was really, really nice. So they get 1-3 off that. Still a decent race though for Zealous.
Yeah, and I was kind of scared right there for Neo, right? I thought that he might get hit by Strike and the glider.
Yeah, exactly. If Strike didn't pull Shrooms there, I think that would have been a much better race for Zealous for sure. So that kind of saved it for Frenzy, I think, at least a bit.
Yeah, that's gonna be a 4-point win for Frenzy, so you'll take anything you can get if you're Frenzy at this point.
Yeah, I mean, if they keep like getting
building
races like that, like even if they lose every race by 2, they still just win, right?
Yeah.
So they just have to play like not risky or choose tracks that aren't risky, I guess. For sure. Maybe do the baby park strat if they're down less than 40 or race 12.
Yeah, that is a pretty good strategy, I think, because if you just have like 3 people in the front and 3 people bagging, it's kind of tough.
And when was the last time someone top 6'd on baby park in D1? Basically, I don't think it's like ever happened.
Yeah, ever.
All right, this is the get a mushroom challenge first set, so we'll see whoever gets the mushroom and just run the race.
Strike failed.
He failed the challenge.
Swift passed. So we're gonna see ZY having 1-4 here and Z having 2-3. Oh, he tries to snipe him off the wall.
Very scary green there. Thomas tries to do a niche play with that back spam, but I don't think it connects. It's interesting he went right path there. Maybe because he was back spamming. Pretty terrible pull in second for Swift, if I'm honest.
Yeah, coin shroom isn't too bad, especially the shroom, but the coin.
I don't know why Thomas backed his banana there though. Because what if Swift had a red behind his coin? Then that would have been pretty bad, right?
Yeah, but maybe he gets another second place coin, dude. maybe his team has blue, so.
Oh, potentially, you're right. So if he gets hit out, then they blew him.
There we go, double defense.
Well, there's blue now. And people are super far behind back there. There goes the shock.
Oh, looks like he's backing up, so Thomas takes it. Yeah, and that's definitely not one of the spots that you see a shock on this track all too often. You usually see it after the glider. But there could be another shock. Ooh,
there could be another shock, and I think people were just so far behind that they just kind of had to use it that early, right?
Yeah, and we see quite a few people with dodges. We saw Isaiah holding a star, and we see Dan with a star, and someone stole Strike Star, and Robo's billing in 7.
People are using their dodges, so
yeah.
Begs the question that there might be a second one somewhere.
Strike pulled the worst items.
Yeah, those 8th place items are pretty cursed.
Oh, Thomas explodes. Strike kind of has to take the shortcut Shroomless. And
the Strike is just...
Yeah, this could be pretty good for Zealous, it looks like.
Yeah, Strike's having to work pretty hard to just not get hit at the moment, but he should be good now with the Star Triple Shrooms.
Be curious to see if they can make anything happen right here. That bomb, don't know who that hit. We see Thomas, Starlo, and Strike pass a lot of people at the line. Yeah,
okay.
It looks like that bomb took out Dame and Dax.
But it's still not the race that Zealous needed. Even though they got 2, 3, 4, it's still just not big enough to bring it back into their favor for the win.
And it's kind of slipping away from Zealous here. If they get a bad enough race, then this match could be over right here.
Yep, definitely. So let me check the scores here. Yep, so ZY up 58, and there's 3 left. So if you know how the math works, the best race that Z can get is winning by 40. So they can potentially swing it by 120 points to win by a lot, but the odds of that are pretty low. So they're still in it, but it's going to be very hard. So I think ZY is just going to keep going for those non-risky races as best as they can. Just keep it even, I guess.
Yeah. Coming in things here on Mount Wario. Definitely a track. It's like a running track, obviously, but I think the shock is more powerful on this track than it is on Wario Stadium, so there's a bit more leeway on how teams can approach it.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, you have a couple of places where the shock is powerful. I think the most obvious one is the glider.
Yeah.
But if you're too far behind, then just shocking after any set in general is probably just going to be pretty good for you.
Again, we see a lot of ZY in the middle here.
Yeah, there's lots of chaos going on around here. Strike avoiding those bananas. Lots of people spinning behind Strike. Not sure what's going on exactly, but we already have people who kind of got hit out, probably just dedicating their entire race for getting Shock and Blue.
Yeah, I'm curious to see who's in last. If we could just switch to Swift real quick. Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
that is going to be Swift in last.
so we'll see if he pulls it. He might try to he just chains the star
Why? I
off
don't know
it.
why he's not stopping.
Yeah,
The
so
golden
generally when you're
mill is
bagging,
not
it's
good.
yeah, generally when you're bagging for Shock, it's good to like kind of cycle through single boxes because then like that kind of like somehow like there's a reason for it, but it like increases your odds of getting Shock.
Yeah, and even that, you just get more items, right? Like,
You have
can
more time to
stop,
go
chain
through
a
it. Yeah,
star, chain
yeah.
some triple shrooms. But yeah, this is looking like a pretty good race for ZY. I'm not quite sure who's in top 2. We see 3, 4, 5 for ZY. Strike is
I mean, he's
wants to
doing
hit
what he's got to
Toad.
do, right? He's
Yeah,
gonna
he
stop
wants
with
to
them
hit
just in
Toad
case
so
there's a
bad.
shock. If ZY keep these spots, then it's just good. It's good enough, right? So I think Strike's definitely doing what he has to do here.
Yeah, but I don't know who's in top 2. I was gonna say it could be Dax, but Dax is right there. It could be Demon who got first. Oh,
Nope.
never mind.
So I think that's pretty much curtains. That might actually
Yeah.
be plus 80 with 2
No,
left.
I don't think that'll be 80, but it'll
Oh
be
no, you're
very,
right.
very hard.
It's gonna be pretty darn close to 80, I think. Close enough to maybe call it curtains here.
Mhm.
So we'll see once the scores are ready. But yeah, not the best race. They lost by 16, so yeah, they're
Yeah,
down
it's 74.
74.
So it's gonna be tough, but not impossible. I think Sweet Sweet Canyon is unironically one of the best tracks to do it on.
Yeah, there's some tracks for top 6 it's just super possible, right? Like any cannon track, really. Like Sweet Sweet, I think for some reason Central Airport tends to be a track teams get top 5 or 6 on a lot.
Yeah.
So you just kind
It's
of have to go
because
for
the
that.
gliders and the cannon, they just scream, use the shock here.
Yeah, exactly.
And even so, on this track, if you don't want to shock on the glider, you know, because it might be a little predictable, I think shocking after last set is really good too.
Definitely.
So yeah, Sweet Sweet Canyon, definitely a track that you don't see very often at all.
Yeah, I mean, especially, yeah. I mean, at least in D1, I don't think I've seen that picked very often. I'm not sure about other teams, but yeah, there's definitely strategy to it. I think bagging's very strong, at least in a Mogi format, and probably equally as good in the war.
Yeah, definitely, because if you can, you know, utilize the shock and kind of group target shock a bunch of the other team, then you can really get a big race.
Yeah, and I think people will try to abuse this box here that we see Swift going through with the cannon as well. Shock's pretty commonly pulled there, just from the cannon being right after it.
Yeah,
So we
for
might
those of
see
you
one
who
coming
might
up.
not know, it's because the cannon. I don't know. There's something about it. How like the ending of it is so far away from the box itself. The game reads you as a lot further back than you actually are.
Exactly, and we just see a shock pulled off that there. I'm actually inclined to believe that each team pulled shock there, and that
Yeah,
some team, I think ZY was able to use theirs first, because Swift wasn't able to dodge in his crazy 8-star. So pretty unlucky for Z that Swift wasn't able to dodge that. But regardless, gets backed by K. That was a very, very clean back spam. Stop him from catching up whatsoever.
and unless Zealous has a shock, this is probably just going to be GG because they're like 8, 9, 10, 11 here, and they could even be last. We don't know.
Yeah, so they can catch up here with their items, but it's looking like it's pretty much curtains at this stage.
Yeah, they needed a shock like 5 seconds ago. We see K exploding in the
Yeah,
shortcut.
it's
That could be
curtains.
top
Yeah.
4.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tough.
Oh well, I guess we'll take it to match 2 and see if
Mhm.
Z has any better luck in that one. But
Dude, Starlow's leaning forward in his gaming chair.
yeah, he is just going off, right? He's just having a good time for sure. Starlow's one of those players that came up pretty recently, I feel like.
Yeah,
He definitely wasn't like considered the best of the best when the game came out, or even like a year or so after that. But he definitely was one of those players who improved really fast to be able to compete with these top level players pretty
yeah.
well.
You know, he studied the Art of the Blade, the Kit WF, the
Yeah.
Lounge Time of Mars. He's
Yep,
getting it all in.
exactly.
And you know,
So
Starlow's one of those players who I don't think he plays Mogi tournaments super often, but when he does, he always goes far.
yeah, for sure, definitely. Yeah, so we're
See,
seeing some lots of interesting track picks just because everyone knows the match is over. But
mhm.
going to Cloud Top.
Yeah. So what adjustments do you think Zealous has to make if they want to take this to a game 3?
So I mean, Zealous on their side got lots of track picks and just weren't really able to utilize on them. I think there were some stages where they were going for shock and didn't really like maximize their chances of getting it.
Mhm.
And I think a lot of the time ZY was just able to pull it more and use it better.
Yeah.
So I think it's a combination of just being able to pull shock more consistently, in addition to being able to compete in the front more. Because I feel like a lot of races they just kind of got hit in the front and weren't able to really do anything about it, like lap 3. So I think it's a combination of being able to pull shock more often and use it better, and just be able to contest their top spots a bit more.
Yeah,
Because they definitely have the power to do it, because Swift, Demon, Dax are all very, very good drivers. I just don't think they were able to display that, at least in this first match.
Yeah, you know, maybe some things didn't go their way, but that's why there's games 2 and 3, and we see Swift here, even though it doesn't matter. This is just such a good pull. Or not a pull, I guess, but
Good item to have up here.
yeah, definitely.
Oh man, he should have went for the wall dodge, right? Nothing to
Nah,
lose.
I would have just used the star.
So I think Isaiah's having a good time. This is like his favorite track to run, and he's in first, so he's feeling pretty good about this, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna try the lag trail Swift here. He is trying his hardest, but yeah, they had blue, so that makes sense.
Mhm. Oh, and looks like Dam has a shroom.
Yep.
Oh, did he just get owned? No, okay.
Nah, I missed. That would have been cool though.
That's like the worst spot for the blue to appear. He had to slow
Yeah,
down a little bit, now he's stuck.
he at least dodged it there. It's always really confusing on some parts of tracks to like dodge a blue. Like when you're like going into a cannon or like tricking or something, it can be like
Yeah.
pretty awkward, I think.
Dodging the blue in the air is pretty awkward sometimes.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, Villager. Just lose a spot off of being Villager there. Oh well, GG's to both teams.
Yeah, that
ZY
was a
winning.
good match.
I think they won that last race. It was pretty close. But yeah, Starlo scoring 130, just in his happy place, I guess.
No, he's in France. France is not a happy place.
But yeah. But the thing about these best of three or like best of three matches in general, especially in like D1 and like in finals historically, I always feel like one team like blowouts the other in the first match.
Yeah.
And then a lot of the time I feel like it's like a complete 180 the second match where the other team that lost like completely dominates in the second match. And then for some reason the third match is always like super close.
Yeah, that was
So
like last week when we had Zealous against Secret X. The first match was kind of like minus 80 or 90 or so, and then the second one was only like plus 20, I believe.
yeah, I think it was like Zealous beats SX by a lot, like 100 the first match,
Mhm.
and then SX beat Zealous by I think it was like 60, but they were winning like the entire war pretty much. And then the third match it was close pretty much until like the last two races, and then Z ended up winning in the end.
Yep.
Which I'm not sure if that's interesting to cast or not. I feel like it's better to have like 2 or 3 close matches than 2 blowouts and 1 close match, you know?
Yeah,
But
definitely. The close matches last week were a lot more fun to commentate than the blowout. Anyway, we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be back in about 15 minutes or so. Go to the bathroom, get a drink, get a snack, do whatever you like. But yeah, we'll be back here. Game 2, 15 minutes.
yep, see you guys in the bet.
All right, what's good, everybody? We're back. Well, I'm back. Just catching in the bathroom. So we're just getting right into things. I honestly like getting into things a lot better, just chaining right away. You know, I think the break is good, but 15 minutes is definitely a little long. Before we get into match 2 here, just want to give a quick happy birthday shout out to Elizabeth. Thanks for joining us, Elizabeth. We hope you're having a happy birthday. It's Diego's
Sorry
dog.
guys, I went to the bathroom, but now I am back, so good to go. Back with the second match, back to back, which is what you love to see. Not sure if we talked about it, but I personally prefer instant chain just because
Yeah,
then
I just
you're
did
still warmed
something.
up. But
I think, like I said, I think a little bit of a break is good, but 15 minutes might be a little much. But like, there's nothing you can do about it. So
yep.
anyway,
So
we saw Zealous have like top 4, and now it's top 2 for ZY. Top 2-4 looks like.
I think Strike failed there and then took that as inspiration to like go for a trail. But I think that's good because then Starlight is breaking away anyways. Backs the green to miss the box. Now Z is kind of maintaining a lot of top spots here. Strike really not able to do much. Swift is stopping in a high spot, which is very suspicious and leads me to believe that Zealous has pulled the shock. So I think Swift is going for a start, and they dodge.
Yeah,
So
that's
yeah,
gonna
they did
be,
pull it.
and that's really good. Ghost, green. If he uses it right now, I'll probably get a shroom, and he can maybe hit Isaiah. Yeah, nice.
That was
Triple
literally
shrooms.
the perfect play from Swift. So well, like that was, yeah, he executed that perfectly.
Yeah, that was brilliant.
So
And we see
it's looking
Starlo
really
just
good. Starlo is losing his shrooms, I think, from a ghost.
yeah.
Robbo redding Swift, unfortunately.
And Demon's here with a shroom of his own too.
Yeah, but
And
Robbo's
Dax
taken
just
out,
took
so Z
care.
is top 3.
Oh, but the blue. Oh, they have to be careful. It looks like he's diving off. Good play. Oh my god. Never mind. He just
Over
owned
the
his
blue
teammate.
shell.
Yeah, dude, the blue. That's what happens when you fall off, right? The blue. It went to the middle because that's where it was
Oh
respawning.
no. But it's okay because Z is still 2 of the top 4 spots. No, but I
Yeah,
think he's
but
taken out. Toad's taken out. Swift is Z's only hope right now to take the shortcut here, not get hit. So
he has to. Oh. Oh,
that
don't
red
get
was
hit by this,
perfect.
please. Thank you, dude.
The whole
Oh
race
my
was so
god.
insane. Like everything about that race was just, and they get top 3 off
That
it.
was really good, yeah.
That is crazy. Oh my goodness! Like everything about that race was just chaotic, and then Z somehow just gets top 3 in the end. Just
Yeah, that
off
was
that red
crazy.
shell on Strike.
Dude, I saw that blue go into the middle and like land on Demon. I was like, oh no. Noobs are getting owned.
I was just shocked that Swift was able to get enough air to go over the explosion. Otherwise, he was just done for.
Yeah, and I really
So
thought that Swift was gonna use his shroom right there. and go through the shortcut to kind of like recover.
Yeah, same
But
here.
that was really
So
good of him to hold on to it.
yeah, definitely. Um, but yeah, confusingly works in the end for Z, with that top 3 race. So they're already up. What is that? Math, 16 points. So
True.
huge first race for Zealous. So we might already see this complete 180 from the last match already right off the bat.
Yeah, my guy Rex in the chat says it's his birthday. Happy birthday, Rex.
Happy
Hope you're having
birthday,
a good day,
Rex.
man.
Rah. We are at Twisted Mansion.
Yeah,
Pretty spooky.
definitely pretty good pick. Okay. A pretty good pick for Zealous right here. Or not Zealous, Frenzy, excuse me.
Do you ever just take time to like look at the details of every track and just not realize
Yes.
half the things are there?
Yes. That's why
Like,
I think like the 2 prettiest tracks in the game, Yoshi Circuit, probably number 1.
what?
What?
How is that the prettiest track in the game?
Have you ever looked at it?
Yes.
Okay,
It
and
looks like
Animal
a
Crossing is like
Yoshi.
number 2. No, I mean not just the map.
That's just the worst opinion I've ever heard.
Animal Crossing is at least top 3.
And speaking of worst opinion, that UMT glider was kind of crazy. And backs the bomb, gets one person, but another person lags through it. Yeah, that's alright. Yeah, but there's already a blue shell, so strike's pretty much done for. Wait, he uses the coin too early and doesn't even get the 9 coins. That's unfortunate. Swift in the back for Zealous. Definitely shock distance. Thomas is back here, which you know what that means.
Yes, Thomas has 2 shocks right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think anybody has it yet unless Thomas has it behind. He does not. He had a bill.
Blue shell. So this will
I
tell us who's
think.
in first. That's gonna be
Yep.
Frenzy in first right now. Be curious to see if they stop or if they break it or what.
So Strike's in a pretty good seat right now, even if there is a shock or not. I think he's definitely going to take the shortcut here and then probably hold the start until he has to use it, which is probably now.
Yeah, and it looks like the player in first was actually able to dodge the blue.
Yeah, there's a lot of ZY in the middle, which
We're able to use
potentially
KO.
means...
Ooh, the bomb.
Oh, the bomb connects on Strike and that's it. I think Z still maintains a decent amount of the top spots.
Yeah, that's just gonna be a +1.
So I think this might be a winning race for Z.
That's gonna be a bottom 3 for ZY, I think. Oh, never mind.
Bottom 2, but that's still a marginally winning race for Z, I think by like 2 or 4. The first place kind of saved ZY in the end.
Yeah, and Starlo, just like last match, man. Always able to clutch up the first place when his team needs it most.
Exactly, that guy is just popping off today. It's definitely his day for sure. We'll see scores here, but yeah, it's a +6 win for Z, so definitely good enough for them to keep up this win and keep up this momentum.
Yeah, they're off to quite a bit of a better start than last time. I think this is the biggest lead they've had uh, in the whole grand finals.
Is it really? Oh, for Z you mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think it is.
No, I think you're right for sure. Um, we're seeing some mixed opinions from Z on their track picks, but maybe all of those can be good. But I feel like when your team isn't first, like most tracks or a lot of tracks can be like okay picks. So
Hmm.
seems like jungle's pretty popular with ZY. I didn't realize how much they enjoyed picking that for top spots. But maybe there's some inspiration with Z being 234 as to why they picked it.
Yeah, and this is a track that I don't like to play it so much because of how um, kind of chaotic it is, especially at the beginning. But once you get past that, it's fine. I really love watching this track and just seeing what all the players decide to do, right? Like if they decide to go for a dodge and bank on a shock, or if they just decide to run. And I think this track definitely one of the more interesting ones to
Oh,
watch someone drive.
that's so unfortunate that Dam trails the red on Swift because Swift would have been able to shrim into first place at least. So a bit of miscommunication from Z, and I think things like that are going to add up and kind of contribute to the reason why they didn't do so well the last match.
Hmm.
But it's okay because Swift's able to get 4 more shrooms and kind of catch up to the front anyways. He's just down some coins now. But it looks like Z is still decent spots. Dam's still up there. Rubble gets hit out. So it's
Ooh, I don't know
Dam,
about backing
Dax, and
that green right
Toad.
there. Yeah, so it's gonna be a top 4. Swift kinda he hits the grass a little bit, he fails, and he is pretty broke right now. So needs to get some coins right here on the bridge, and hopefully he can get a double box as well, get some greens. Yeah, that's tough.
I mean, that's okay. They still have top 3 anyways with a decent amount of a lead. Um, but yeah, it seems like ZY is just kind of chucking away, catching up here right now.
Yeah, they're just going one at a time, and we see it strike. Oh, it
And
looks
that's a
like Zealot.
strike!
They jumped off in top 3. That's very smart.
That's...
Oh, and the bomb.
They're just dunking on them right now, but this
Yeah.
Booming is going to be so deadly. He's going to shroom and Booming Dam. Dam gets
There's
hit.
one. Oh, he's okay. So
The
he
third
can,
shot's important. He
I don't think
misses.
he got him. Yeah.
Yeah, he
And he
misses
didn't get
both
him
of
off the
them.
wall. That's gonna be a 3-4-5 for ZY. Straight, kind of moving a little bit slow due to the blooper in his coin count. Thanks, Casper,
Rubble is
for the
up here with
raid. Oh my
straight.
god.
Bro,
Dude,
Dax is
every,
just literally
every time
Dax
we've
is
seen
like
Robo,
crazy.
every time we've seen Robo this war, he's getting hit.
Yeah,
It's
he's
pretty
literally
funny.
getting backed or sniped. It's so
We
funny.
see a
Dax is
bomb.
just getting so many like offensive items right
Yeah,
now.
dude. Oh my god!
This
He's
is like a
owning all of
this
these
is like a
moves.
sorry can't moment right now. But Dax is like out.
Oh my
Demon is
god,
coming up.
dude.
He's gonna go for the Twitter clip maybe. Probably not actually. Strike barely staying on the track.
Oh,
Slows down to hit Dax, which gains Isaiah a spot. But I think Z still gets a decent race out of it.
yeah, I think ZY got first though. Oh, Toad was able to get
Yeah,
first. Yeah,
Toad keeps first and ZY bottom too.
Dude, dude, Dex sweat hard.
I think Dax went too hard though at the end. I think he was trying too hard at the end to hit them and then lost time from it.
Hmm.
And then was just combated by ZY being all behind him and lost his top spot. So I think it was fine up until the glider. Also, the shock was kind of confusing because if it was Zealous' shock, why don't they shock into the box and then get glider?
Because they wanted to all jump off, and so they could dodge right there.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's better or just getting shocked into box and getting glider right after where you're full speed anyways, you know?
You're right. I think if they could have done something like that, it might have just been better to actually hold until, like the very end, and they could have jumped off at the very end.
Yeah. So, I don't know. So the only thing that would inspire that shock, in my opinion, is if they saw ZY with dodges that they were going to use soon, or if ZY also had a shock. But
yeah, and I think, using a not so great shock, there are definitely times when it's better to just not use the shock at all. But I think that's one of the times where, they made the most of it, right? That things were really good. They got pretty unlucky with Strike getting a boomerang right there. Like, if he gets a shroom instead, then they just hold top 3 and there's nothing he can do.
Right. It wasn't too detrimental, but it only hit one person in the end. But it was still unlucky for sure. But now we're at Dolphin, which is ZY obviously picked for drafting spots. So we'll be able to see them kind of drafting up already. One person's already kind of in the back. This bomb is not really going to do much.
Oh, he's getting revenge. He's getting revenge. Oh my god, bowling pins, dude.
That was just a Zealous bowling alley right there, literally. I think he got like 3 of them. So K is hitting someone off the track there. Unfortunately, Strike getting bananaed. Bottom 2 is just trolling right now. They're just so far back. Swift is stopping for a dodge, I can only assume. So we'll see if shock is coming. Bottom 2 billing. So nothing obvious yet.
Shock in play after one of the bills up here. We see 2 from each team in bottom 2. Yeah, and this is definitely what we were talking about before with changing the single boxes.
Definitely. So I guess oh, is that no, that wasn't. Wait, Thomas something. Oh, sorry. No, that was a golden. I'm dumb.
Oh. I
Uh,
maybe controversial. I would have turned around right there and gone for a double, because I think your team kind of just needs it at this point,
but your
right?
team needs it, and you're probably getting a bottom spot anyways,
Yeah,
so you might as well just go for it and lose anyways. These triple greens from Strike.
dude. Oh, and he gets owned by the plant. See, it looks like that blue shell and the greens in the plant did quite a bit of damage right there. So it'd be kind of interesting to see who is in the higher spots now, right? Because we didn't see Isaiah all race, and now we see him in 8th or 9th. So the
Yeah, and
spots could have flipped.
Strike missing that box pretty much seals the deal for a bottom spot this race and gets redded from, I guess, either a Crazy 8 or a Ghost there. Swift coming up, but Z is a lot of bottom spots. Strike is last at least, but I think ZY wins this race, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, that's only like a +6 or 8. It's not too bad.
Yeah, I mean, it's not big enough to swing the overall lead, but it was, we'll see here pretty soon whenever we get the scores from T, our stream host. Thank you for hosting.
Yeah, shout out
But
to the
yeah,
stream host, man.
lots of behind the scenes work from T.
If you guys are interested in being a stream host, we always need some more. So go ahead and apply.
Yeah, I
Thanks.
mean the requirements aren't really that strenuous. Just have a computer, you know. That's
Yeah.
good enough to, I don't know,
And
host
even
the
if you
stream.
don't know anything about it, like if you apply and you show interest, I'm sure you can learn, right? Because there's like some comprehensive guide. I've never looked at it because I'm not interested in stream hosting, but I think it's probably pretty good.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
One could assume that that would be
Yeah,
the
it's
case.
it's probably good.
All right, so we're at the stadium, the Wario Stadium.
Yeah, and it's kind of interesting to see Frenzy's kind of readiness to pick running tracks, right? Like they get like one or two top spots and they go jungle or stadium. Definitely something that I think kind of shows their confidence in themselves. They're like, yeah, we're just faster than these guys. We believe in ourselves. Um, and I think that's a really good kind of mindset and I want to say skill set to have. Um, because I know, like for me, if we got one and the enemy's got 2 through 4, I know we would not want to pick DK jungle. But really good for them.
Yeah, definitely.
We see
Lots of fire
like
coming
yeah,
out
like
here.
2 or 3 that's coming in right here. Not quite sure who's in first. It might be Toad.
I think I saw a French flag up there. So yeah, it is Toad, yeah. The fire doesn't connect, unfortunately, but he takes out his protection, so he doesn't have an item, I'm pretty sure. So Strike's able to red him.
Did he dodge
No,
it on the wall? Maybe.
there's no way he did, because he didn't slow down at all.
Yeah,
He
I
might
I don't
have,
know.
but
So we're
well,
gonna
I mean,
see two
yeah.
through four here. Oh, that's a
Go.
shot coming in. What? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and that's pretty similar to what Zealous did with their shotgun DK jungle, right?
Yep.
But they got Toad, into boxes and into the boost ramp. Yeah.
Yeah, but Tib was so small that they just gained so much, or was small, so they gained so much time there. Whereas on DK Jungle there was a glider, so it's like not as good, I guess. But yeah, ZY is just chilling now in top 3 after that shock. So
Yeah,
very
and
good
this is
call.
definitely like what we saw happen with the Zealous shock, but the player in fourth didn't get a boomerang to take them out. And I think another key thing that separated that shock from the Zealous shock on DK Jungle is that I believe Toad still got a first place box, so he didn't have a great item.
Yeah, there's no way you could have gotten a red when they passed him as well. Yeah,
And I think that's gonna be 6 of top 7 for ZY. Okay, 4 top
that
7.
is just a huge race for ZY, which definitely I think that's enough to definitely swing it around entirely
Definitely.
for Frenzy to be in the lead. So yeah, great shock use by ZY. So I think yeah, pretty much like from both wars you've seen, like shock usage just kind of just pretty much differentiated both teams
Yeah.
from one another so far at least.
And I think using the shock right there definitely really good from ZY. Um, because I think what happened was they had the shock, right? But they were in spots where you can't really pull a dodge. So I think doing that's pretty good. Because otherwise, if you have a lot of dodges, I think there's like better places you can use it. Maybe after the underwater or the boost ramps leading into the water, excuse me, or just after the glider even.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, getting shocked into the glider as well is just always really, really good anyways. Now we're at Rainbow Road. I missed you pick this, but obviously it
This
was
was all of Zealous.
Zealous. I don't know how I feel about this track in Wars. I feel like it's very coin flip, right? Just from the cannon.
Yeah, I haven't played this track in War in like a year, not even a joke.
So it's
Uh,
pretty much you can pull the best item at the glider in like third
mhm.
and below, pretty much, or even second and below.
Yeah, and this is definitely one of those tracks where you're more likely to see a shock than not. But it's not necessarily like a bagging track, right? Because you can pull a star in like fifth thanks to the glider.
Yeah, you just have to wait literally like a second at the glider and then get a box. I think he went too soon there and got fire
Yeah.
anyways with the 8th place box.
And look,
Um,
we saw right there, I don't know who that was. That might have been Dax. I can't really tell. It looks like he had a bill in like sixth.
yeah. Togen taken out by Starlo.
So it's gonna be
Um,
a top three. Oh no way.
that
Okay.
was really good. That was a
That
good
was
attempt.
that was close. Oh, boomerang, that's so good.
Oh, he gets Isaiah by the skin of his teeth.
Oh,
Starlo getting blued,
it
but
looks like he dodged it. Oh my god. What is
Strike
going
taking out
on?
Swift there. Oh my goodness gracious. ZY is like pretty much completely recovered from that.
What?
Gets Dax with the
He's
boomerang.
pissed. He's pissed at
That
Dax.
was really risky. But no,
Yeah.
Dax is just gonna get a bill now off the cannon from that,
Oh,
so we'll see.
true. RNG manipulation. Good call.
Exactly. Unfortunately, no star from Swift, so not able to dodge a potential upcoming shock. But he's gonna use it to catch up at least to
Oh,
their
triple
top
greens.
three.
That's like the
But
best item right there.
yeah, Isaiah backing all the greens there before the box. Good play from him.
And there's nothing you
Um,
can really do right there, right? Because if you want to take that strat, then you're kind of just stuck to land on
yeah,
those
it's just
greens.
there's no win condition there for sure.
More triple greens, dude. That's so bad.
No shock yet. So if it's not pulled, there's a very, very high chance it'll be, or somewhat high chance that it'll be pulled at this glider set.
Where did Neo go? He's just not okay.
I don't know where he went, bruh.
I think you got a shock like right
This box
now.
is so important. He got the box, thank goodness. Pulls a star so he can dodge a shock if it's pulled
It's
here.
it's too late. I think.
Yeah, I think top three is just too far ahead. And no shock. Yeah, they had to use shock like 5 seconds ago.
Oh, that's so
Um,
bad.
but the bell's coming up, so
Dude,
he'll
I
gain
think the
spots
dude
off
in
for
like
Hubble.
third dodged. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that
That's
was just a really good
not.
race for ZY.
Yeah. Well, I mean it's mixed.
Yeah, I
Like
think Z
where?
definitely pulled that shock there, but pretty late, I guess,
Yeah, I don't
obviously.
know where Neo went. We saw him go
I
over the glider and he just disappeared.
maybe he just failed the glider or something and then went off the track. I don't know. Or maybe he got bumped
Mhm.
off at the turn.
Yeah.
But it's pretty easy to get bumped off there, like on the anti-grab anyways.
So what I was looking for right there is for Zealous, if they had the shock, to shock, I don't know, 4 or 5 or whatever their highest spot was into the glider cannon right there. Get the box and get a really good item.
Yep, I'm surprised shock was that late though. I think they pulled like a golden shock or something because they
Mhm.
definitely like had to use it so late to where it just didn't really help that much. But yeah. Still a close war though.
Yeah, only -12 halfway through. Not impossible at all. So if you are Zealous at this point, do you kind of continue going for the shocks, even though when you get them,
Oh yeah,
you're not
100%.
okay.
That's so much better because ZY is just using perfect shocks pretty much. So if they get
Hmm.
shocked, then they just lose by default. Whereas if Zealous gets shocked and then uses it before them, even if it's not good, then I think it's better that way.
Yeah, I agree. It could definitely disrupt them quite a bit. See, top three, that's really good.
Yeah, I mean this track didn't work out for them the first time, so maybe we'll see a different part of the story the second war for Zealous.
Yeah, and it looks like this match, people are more I don't know, ready to bag for shock like almost immediately, which I think is definitely working out in the favor of Zealous.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah, you just gotta back up here. Bill Star, that's so good.
That's pretty much perfect, except for not pulling shock. I don't think we've seen Strike pull a shock yet. Oh, but there's a. Speaking of which, there's Zealous shock, which was used quite early. But I guess
Yeah.
it gets their top spots into the glider, so
Mhm.
that's pretty good.
They dodged Thomas. Always a little risky to dodge one of the enemy team members, especially those in a low position, right? Because the worst thing that's happened to me before is when you dodge the other team and they have a shock, it just completely flips your race on its head.
Yeah, you always have to be wary of that, and honestly, it's pretty unlucky if that happens, but it does happen, like, I'd say at least 20 or 30% of the time when you dodge somebody in a bottom 4 spot.
Yeah.
So it's common enough to kind of play around it, I guess.
Not quite sure what the composition of top 3 is. We see
I think it's still Zealous, isn't it?
it
I'm
could
pretty
be.
sure
Yeah. Oh,
top.
that's another
Oh
shock.
my
Yeah.
gosh, that ruins Zealous's race.
Oh, is he gonna make it?
Oh yeah, he'll make it. I think. Does Strike win off this? No, he doesn't. The ghost. He misses Demon?
Dude, he missed
Demon
everybody.
avoids the fire.
He missed everybody.
He didn't get anybody with the fire, so I think Z, yes, Z still gets
That's
a good
pretty
race off
good.
that.
Yeah. Sorry, when I saw Strike slow down in front of the boxes, I thought we were on Swift for a sec. I was like, that's gonna ruin Zelda's race.
No,
I was
I've
like,
done that
what?
before. I've done that before, where I thought it was like Swift or Strike, and it was the
Yeah.
other person.
Okay, apparently Swift stream is dead, so we're gonna be taking a look at Strike for the foreseeable future.
Yep. No worries, that's why we have 2, I guess, so we can have 1 as a backup anyways.
Yeah, only -4. Not bad at all. Oh, looks
Yeah,
like we're gonna be able to refresh. Yes, sir.
Oh, we love
an
the
ad.
ads. Yeah, man,
Okay.
that coffee was terrible.
Yeah, that coffee was pretty bad. So yeah, it's gonna be -4.
Why does the
for
cow have a
Zealous.
piercing? Do cows
don't
like
know.
generally have piercings?
Yes.
Is that a thing? Oh, it is a
Yeah.
thing. It definitely is a thing.
Yeah. They use it to like.
Wait, but it's usually bulls, right? Not like cows.
Well,
I mean the female ones or whatever. I don't even
yeah,
know what they're called, dude.
but like it's to like control them.
What?
I don't know. So you can like the farmers, if the cow like gets mad or whatever, they can like tug on it a little bit and they'll calm down.
There you
I'm
go.
serious.
Farm education with Royal, everyone.
Yes, sir.
Anyways.
All right, get into things here. I don't know. What do you think about this track? I don't like it.
I don't know. I hate this track. I mean,
Okay.
like, it's so good when you're running, but I feel like there's
Yeah.
literally always a shock on it. I mean, not always, but like, if the other team gets shock in your top spots, then you should lose. Literally.
Yeah, in war it feels like there's usually a shock. In lounge, not as much.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, Robo gets
just
yeeted out of
Dude,
second
Robo
there.
just took that banana for Strike.
See what Strike does here. He's just gonna hold on to this, I think, with his teammate being in third. Someone to risk. He goes for the back spam and gets redded
Yeah.
off it. I think Sterlo threw a red there, but I don't think it hit Dax anyways. So lots of middle spots for ZY. Blue's coming in to hit Z. So that's definitely unlucky for Z with Zealous or ZY being lots of the spots behind first. Swift's still up here, but I think ZY's top 3.
It could be Toad in first, but I'm not too sure.
For some reason I thought it might have been Starlo, but I might
triple
have
greens are
misread.
so good. You have to be
Gotta
careful.
be careful.
Of the red.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't believe that didn't hit anything he had.
I know.
Oh, and not getting a box
that's
right there.
That's so risky when it misses because it bounces.
Yeah, and his stuff gets stolen.
Yeah, he gets punished. That's unlucky. Just depends on. Oh, first place gets hit. So I think that was Toad.
No, we do see a couple ZY back here.
No,
Okay.
Dax was first. Oh, but that's still, is that a losing race or tied? I think it's
It could be
losing by
minus just a
2.
little bit, yeah.
So I'm kind of surprised that that many people from Z were up there. So Z was obviously first until the end. Yeah, so it was -4 for ZY, or sorry, Z. Yeah.
Yep, doubling their lead. Uh, Thanks everybody for 4,000 followers. We just reached that during our broadcast today. Thanks
Oh,
everybody.
nice.
Appreciate that.
Very cool. Oh
Oh,
yeah,
Celis Airport.
going to the airport.
Yeah, this is definitely one of their favorite tracks.
Yeah, there was literally a stage, I think it was at the beginning of this game, or like in 2017 or 2018. Or I think it was either 10 out of the top 10 or 9 out of the top 10 were all
Yeah,
from Zealous.
they had 8 at one point, I remember.
And that was just funny to see, like all the Z tags, and they're always like won this every war. But then the
Yeah.
meta obviously like completely changed, and now it just doesn't matter anymore. But it was pretty cool at the time.
And you know, we saw them pick this track last week and it worked out for them quite well, so it'll be interesting to see the same when we see Demon switch to Biddy Buggy, you know, obviously very, very comfortable on this track. I think he was one of the first players in the world to break the 2-minute barrier on this track. He just owned Strike, dude. So that's going to be a top 2 break.
Yeah, they avoid the fire, so they keep their top 2 safe.
Oh, and Swift
And they
holding
have blue as
blue.
well. That's pretty good.
Okay.
I guess they have a horn, and he's thinking shock's more important. So we'll probably see it break here soon.
Oh, that's really good.
So that's the first shock we've seen strike pull. The blue was not dodged, so that was interesting that it was thrown. I don't think, do Z know they have it yet? Are they behind them? Or strike? Who is that?
No, Swift is back here. We see Thomas.
Yeah, so they know
Toad's
they
here.
have it. Okay.
Did they TS anyone? I don't
I
think
think
so.
they got all of their team into the glider pretty
Yeah.
much. But first is
Yes.
pretty much guaranteed for strike unless blue comes or whatever, or triple reds.
Oh, Red's Demon. Not quite sure who that is in first.
I think it's still Z.
Dax. Yeah, I think it's Dax. Has to be careful here.
So I think Dax has to pray like they don't get lots of reds, right? That's pretty much. But there's the blue. So I think Dax is gonna have a hard time keeping first here. But he gets blue into the glider. He dodges it with a horn, chains the horn into the double.
Oh, this is Swift. Sorry, I don't.
Yeah, this is Swift. So I think no, he's spinning. This is gonna be huge for ZY.
I don't. It looks like a green Isaiah on the line.
I think so, unless it was lag.
Oh, that's gonna be a bottom 3 maybe for Z. Yeah.
Yeah, wow. That was looking really good until the shock in blue for Z. But yeah, I think Dax got hit at the last turn. I'm not sure by what, but I can only presume it was probably like a red shell. Or double reds. But yeah, not what Zealous wanted that race. I guess it was pretty unlucky that Z also just didn't pull a second shock, so they couldn't really counter their shock at all. And then shocking them into the glider was pretty much one of the best things they could have done, I guess.
Yeah. We see Rainbow Road coming out again in Hyrule. I love Hyrule. Oh, dang it.
I didn't know for the longest time that the train is the thing that like spawns the coins.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that's just not something you notice unless you like look for it specifically. I don't know. I just didn't know that for the longest time, and that like blew my mind.
Yeah,
I feel like there's so many. Sorry, go ahead.
That's why the coins don't respawn, because the train moves.
Right. Yeah. I feel like there's just so many random things you learn, like in this game. Like the other day, or like several months ago, probably, I learned about the coins on the windmill on Moo Moo Meadows.
Oh yeah.
Like I had no idea those even existed.
There's
There's
probably
this
there's a ramp on Cheap Cheap. It's like super out of the way. Probably like half the people watching don't even know about it. I'm serious.
just
Go.
random
I
stuff
don't
like
even know
that.
where. I don't remember where it is. We see Strike in first. Thomas top 2.
Yeah, this is like textbook drafting on this track right now. You just draft for literally the first 2 sections until people are kind of settled in their spot. But this is looking really, really nice for ZY. So I think someone from Z is just gonna have to go for it unless they infiltrate here. But yeah, Toad's up here, but they're gonna. Oh no, the red skips. I think that was way
Yeah.
too early. That was
Mhm.
way too early.
Now
Super
Strike's kind of
risky.
in a bad spot, right? Because he could get hit by Toad. Oh, it's Swift, and he is gone. Goodbye.
Oh goodness. See, I mean, I don't think it matters too much right now, but stuff like that's
They
gonna add
they can
up.
double red Thomas maybe? Oh, why? He has another one, right? Get him!
Yes, I think Thomas is getting hit out.
No way he dodges all 3, right?
Okay, he gets hit there. So I think that's
That
at
could
least
be
that's
a
a good
top.
race.
Yeah, that could be a top 3. It's a top 2 at least. Okay, never mind. I lied.
I mean, it was still a good race for Z.
I
I
don't
think
know how
because
Thomas broke that second red.
I don't know, it might have been on the turn or something, but
If he doesn't break that second red, then they they actually get top 3.
I think he might have just had double protection actually.
That's true. Could be. +8, so only -22.
Extremely doable for Zealous still. Definitely a way closer war this time around.
For sure. We see quite a few turtle tracks coming out. Hyrule, Ice Ice, and Moo. It'd be interesting to see what they decide to do here. Because this is, it could be like the shortest track in the game. I don't know. Maybe Baby Park is shorter. Um,
Potentially.
but this is a track where you very seldom see a shock, right? I've only seen like 2 or 3 ever,
Yeah, but like I
maybe.
feel like recently I've been seeing a lot more, like especially in like I guess Mogies are different, but
Hmm.
I feel like people are like definitely bagging this track a lot more than they used to for sure. Protection's pretty good to get, unless your team's around you, so it's not that great. Thomas is drafting up with the shroom, so that's pretty much perfect case for him.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure who's in bottom 2. I did see it, and look, just like you said, we see someone backing up, even though they're in a ghost right now. So it's gonna be a top 3 for Z.
Yeah,
2
so right
shrooms is really
now,
good.
if this race goes the way it goes, I think Z just wins, unless ZY's bagging right now, because I think someone on ZY just has to go for Shocker Blue, right?
Yeah, it looks like it. We do see people stopping at the first set.
K is coming up at least. No item in pocket after the shroom.
Oh,
That
it
box kind of
looks like he
stinks.
took care of someone, but he gets taken care of
Neo gets
himself.
K out. I think as a result of K trying to hit whoever was in first before Neo.
The player in last
Um,
might lap troll, maybe. Having a bomb in first is also just really good. They're top 4 right now.
no, I think they're just going for a blue or shock.
I don't think a blue would reach at this point.
Nah, I definitely wouldn't anymore.
See
Um,
Strike coming up.
they're just doing their best to get up there, but they can't really do much at the moment. Isaiah doesn't really have that
Triple
much
greens
that
is
can.
so bad right now.
Dan has a boomerang, I think.
Ooh, he might be able to get like one spot.
Oh
I
my
don't
goodness!
know what just happened.
How did
That's
he
top 4. We're
survive?
we're tied, or Z is winning.
That just complete. That's the race I was talking about, man. That's like the big swing that Z was waiting for, and they finally got it. And that was a ZY pick, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was
I
Thomas.
think Thomas picked it. So yeah, they're literally up by 4 now. So that
Yes,
just and
sir.
there's only one race left, so that's just crazy.
We see Hyrule coming out. Definitely a very interesting track. I think it's, one of the tracks where Shock is just, I think it's top 2, maybe 3, maybe 1. Oh, we see Gold Mine. Oh no.
Yeah, they just don't know what to pick. I don't know.
Oh boy, Goldmine coming in here. We have seen many, tournaments decided on Goldmine last race.
Oh, we definitely have back in the WF era or World Friend
Yeah.
era. You've seen many of those for sure. Um, but yeah, we'll see how it goes.
And this wouldn't really be a track that you think of as a comeback track. There's not really many shortcuts. Um, there's not a great place to target shock, but for some reason there's something about it.
I think the race is usually strongly decided after the first lap if you're in top spots or not.
Hmm.
So it looks like Z has lots of top
Oh,
spots, and literally their only top spot getting knocked out from ZY there. Um, so I think this is a moment where, oh no, Strike. I think it's a moment where ZY just has to go for it.
yeah, absolutely.
And Demon's doing what he's got to do back here to kind of counter that. But nothing yet.
Yeah,
So
because
right now the win condition for ZY is pretty much shock.
like whichever team gets shock just wins, right?
I think so. Or like if no one gets shock, I think Z wins. At
True.
the moment.
We
The
do
blue
see
might
a blue shell coming in.
do something. Robble's stopping.
So many people are stopping. If
I
I'm
think
Strike, just
ZY.
hold this star, man.
No, I think ZY might have it.
It
Because I don't
could.
think Robble would have stopped like that hard if they didn't have it. But maybe I'm wrong.
Did Starlo just take care of Toad? I think he did. So now
Yeah,
that's gonna be ZY in first. And Toad, I don't know. Neo, excuse me, desperately trying to get him out. We see 2-3-4 for Z.
yeah. If Z keep 2-3-4. Wait, no, I think Starlo got hit by the boomerang at the last shot. Now he
He
has
has
to
to go
yield to the
wide. Oh,
horn.
please be careful. This is so bad. Dude, I'm so
Oh
no, the
no,
banana!
Swift!
The blue! Oh no, this is gonna
Oh
be bad.
no, this is tragic. That matters
The
so
boomerang
much.
is so good. Why is he in fourth? Why is he in third?
Oh my
He got
gosh,
a
Neo got
bomb!
we got stolen. This is so chaotic. Oh my god. I
Go
literally don't
damn!
know.
Dude, we see Starlo and K. Oh, Starlo killed
No,
K!
what?
Starlo just
What's
exploded!
happening? I think Dam wins.
Yeah,
I
I
think
think
Dam
Damn
won.
just won,
I think
dude.
I think Z won off that.
I think so.
Z won.
Yeah, yeah,
We're going to
dude.
match 3. Oh
That
my
was
god.
crazy.
What just happened?
Dude,
Everyone was
I
fighting
saw
for
a
their
bomb
life.
get I saw a bomb get put right there, and then when Swift passed someone, I was like, "How's he in second and the bomb got?" Dude, that was crazy.
No, Isaiah sniped him with the bomb, right? And then I don't even know, dude. Like it was so much going on at once. It was so hard to process.
Yeah,
But
I got a little confused because I don't know. I thought Starlo. Yeah, I don't know. I would say we're gonna take a break. We're probably not taking a break. We're probably just getting right into things.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it looks like that is what we are doing.
Yep.
Yeah, we're just gonna open the room right up, get right into it. So yeah, we are going to game 3. Should be pretty exciting.
Definitely will be very exciting for sure. We're seeing the record between who's that, Thomas and Swift.
Yeah,
They
they
played a
have
lot of
thousands
races.
of races together, man. Pretty crazy. And that record on him is actually really good. So who in the Twitch chat, who's got us with updates for the other matches?
Yeah, how's everyone else doing?
It's lounge time. We actually didn't make playoffs, NATO. You know, we decided that we don't like the new format, and we're gonna boycott the playoffs because we want the format back where V2 can't play. So we're boycotting playoffs.
Wait, did you guys have to play at like a weird time?
No, we weren't even in their division. I don't know. French people were French people were mad that they had to play at a strange time for V2, and they said, "Bring back racist MKU, please." So,
Wait, what?
bring back racist MKU, please.
Oh, were they like exclude Asia basically?
Yeah,
Or like APAC?
they were pissed that they had to play V2 at whatever time it was,
Oh goodness.
even though it was probably like a normal time for an American like myself.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh goodness gracious. Yeah, I almost took a nap like right before this, and I was just like sawing some Z's, counting some sheep, and then all of a sudden someone calls me and it's like 10 minutes before the cast starts, and I'm like, what the heck? I don't even know. Like, I'm not even someone who takes naps. Like, I like never take naps. I just like literally laid down like after I took a walk in my bed, and I just like closed my eyes and I was just out, which is crazy. I wish I could go to sleep like that easily, like regularly, but that just doesn't happen.
Yeah, I've been trying to. So my sleep's been all over the place, and I've been trying to sleep at normal times. And I went to bed last night at like 11:30 or midnight, and I woke up at 5, and I've been up ever since.
What? I mean, that's going to sleep that early is good, but waking up that early just sounds terrible.
Yeah, I woke up to like use the bathroom or something. I could go back to sleep.
Oh, that stinks.
So I will probably take a nap right after this.
It's understandable. I would take a nap, but it's almost bedtime for me anyways, so I need to stay up until at least like 11 probably.
True. True.
True. Well, we're getting straight into things. Already starting match 3. So we shall see how this plays out. 1-1. Zealous taking the second win. Barely at the end, basically off the Amumu pick. Yeah, so we'll see how it goes the third time around.
Yeah, if you're Thomas, you got to be kicking yourself a little bit for that one.
I
But
mean,
you know,
obviously, it had good intentions. It was just, I guess, unfortunate how the race played out, anyways.
so yeah, this is actually gonna be the last match of MKU season 15,
16.
16,
It's
16.
crazy that we've already done 16 seasons of
16,
MKU.
16 is crazy. I think my first one was like 2 or 3, and now we're on 16, which is actually crazy.
Yeah, I think the first one I actually played in was like season 7, 6, something like that. All the other ones I never really actually played because I wasn't good enough, basically.
Yeah, I don't remember anything from like season 2, 3, 4, 5. I
Well,
don't
the
know.
first few, I think, wasn't it just like SVC who like won all of them or something, and then they
Yeah,
died? Yeah.
the first one, I remember the first one we played, there were 7 divisions, and we were Division 4. We got like 4th.
Wow.
Niche. Anyway,
Niche.
2, 3 here.
Anyways, yeah, Thomas was all over the place at the beginning, but now he's kind of set there on the screen. Um, Z like pretty much all behind them right now. Oh, he gets this. That was
No
perfect.
effing way, dude. That was crazy.
That was perfect.
Oh, and now they can take Humby top
Top
2 and
two is
Swift at the
taking cut.
horn. Oh my god.
This is just like exactly what you love to
I do
see.
not know what the
What hit second?
what hit Damn, and I don't know
Yeah.
why Swift just used all his stuff right there.
Well, he blocked the fire with the
Yeah, but
horn,
the
but
green, I don't know about the green.
I don't know. It hit second, literally.
Blue coming in. That's just gonna hit him.
Yep.
I mean, he can hit the fire maybe. That's a shot coming in.
Wow. There we go. That's just like the same shock that ZY did, but from Z, canceling the blue actually. So it's
Yeah.
even nicer. Gets the item as well. Um,
Damn,
Z comfortably
definitely.
top 3.
Yeah, damn, gonna get a good box right here. Oh,
Oh,
triple
he's
reds
getting
for
triple
strike.
reds. Oh,
Oh,
they
they
get
get
stolen,
stolen!
and he gets sniped.
Dude, and the big thing about them getting stolen is that he takes all 3. He doesn't only take 1 like Strike had left.
Exactly. That was the saving grace for Zealous right there. They just have a secure top 2 now off that. ZY
It's
in so
just
many
all.
bottom spots.
Is it bottom 6? It could be.
This is
Dude,
just crazy.
it might be bottom 6.
There's no
They.
shot. I think you're right. You're literally right.
No way, dude.
Like, who's that far back right now?
I don't
That's
know.
ZY, right? Or is
He
it
gets a
Z?
single red. Oh, Neo.
Oh my
Dude,
god.
Neo just griefed Isaiah?
Ah,
No, Dax! Oh my god, that was crazy. That's gotta be like a top 4 or top 3. Yeah, that's really good.
well, there you go. That's like great way to start for Zealous. That's like if Z uses their shocks like that match 1, then we just don't have a match 3 right now.
Yeah,
Like it
absolutely.
like that was just really well played. Canceled blue and then they fell off from it. It was just really well called for sure. I still know what hit Dam in second when they were like
Yeah, I
top
mean,
3.
he just kind of like spontaneously combusted, which it happens to the best of us.
It does, yeah.
So yeah, plus 22. That's really good. It's a really good start. See not Hyrule, excuse me, Excite Bike coming out here.
Oh god, I hiccuped. I'm sorry.
It's okay, I forgive you.
Goodness. That was like very intense. That's crazy. Alright. Excite Bike. We've been 3 for 3 with Excite Bike. Has ZY won both times on this track, or did Z win one of them? I forget.
I remember, I don't know, I think the second one was close.
Yeah, definitely.
That was the one where Neo just decided the red wasn't going for him.
Ooh. Unfortunately misses the double. Those triple greens are... He misses! Oh,
I think
goodness.
he might have killed his teammate Demon right there.
Yeah. Very unfortunate. But Z's still 2-3-4 at least, so they're definitely pressuring Isaiah.
Shroom Fire is really
Fire...
good right here. Oh! Okay. Top 3, it looks like. Oh, and he gets taken out by Toad. Definitely a good play from Strike to back up, because after he got hit, you know, he only had
Oof.
1 coin. Okay, this is so bad, actually.
Yeah, I should have went for the other box, but... Happens. I guess he'll be going for shock for ZY here. Swift also going for it, and Neo.
Yeah, I think
I
this
don't know
is...
about 2Z going for it though. That seems a bit
I don't know, I
excessive.
think this is really good for ZY right now. I don't know what else they can do. A blue? Yeah, we're gonna
Well,
throw that
that's
one
a
right away.
start, I guess, but
Yeah, it's better than getting a golden.
oh,
There
they
it is,
pulled
there it
it.
is!
Okay,
I think they just gotta use it,
that's
like, right when he gets out.
yeah. Literally, they have to.
He gets a chain that's so good. Are we gonna shock ZY?
What
I
if
think they are.
Isaiah has it after, or I mean,
After his build. Oh, that
oh,
was a good play. They waited.
that was a really good play. I think this is gonna work really well for Z. Oh, Dax is
Dax.
jumping
Oh
into the
my
cut.
god, Dax just
Demon
trolled a noob in the
spinning.
shortcut.
Sterling gets
The
hit.
bum. I don't. Oh, okay. Still a pretty good race for ZY at the end right there.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was just a bit too late, wasn't it?
Hmm.
Um, but still,
But it
they probably
damage
salvaged
control.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
damage control.
for sure. Oh man,
That
yeah.
was that was
I don't know.
definitely a really good play to shock Isaiah after his bill, right? Because if they shock him in the bill, no matter what item he has, it's really good for him. If he has a star, he's passing people. If he has a golden, he actually gets like third.
Yep.
But and if he has shock, it's just even worse.
I think it was Strike also. Like their names are so similar and their Miis are so
Oh right,
similar, but I think it was Strike. But
sorry, my fault.
well, they both start with a V and they both have similar Miis,
Yeah,
so it's really easy to get them mixed up right now.
my fault.
But they get the DHC pack.
I love the strike, dude.
Have we played this yet in the specialty? I
I don't believe so,
think
which
it's
is
the
why
first
I'm
time,
really
yeah.
looking forward to it. So yeah, as I said before, I think definitely one of the best tracks for shock. So it'll be interesting to see if someone decides to go for it or not.
Definitely. Rubble is using the flower glider. That's pretty cool.
We see, oh, I don't know who got taken out, but that fire
Yeah,
looks like it did
two people
quite a
from
number on
Z.
Z. Yeah,
Yeah, the two of them got hit off it. Think that hit. Oh, I thought it was someone from Z that red hit, but I guess
not
not.
hit Starlo. So we see quite a mix of people back here. I actually lied. It's 3 ZY to 1 Z right now. And it looks like both of our perspectives are going to be bagging. Oh, okay.
He could have gotten one extra box, I think, but
Hmm.
it's all
You
good.
just got to use this right now. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Triple shrooms. Pretty good. Oof, that's not good.
Oh, you build Isaiah though, and
Oh, we
Isaiah or
see.
Strike. I mean, Strike has shock.
Yeah.
And they don't
So
know. They don't know
I
that he
think
has it yet.
I think the best place for them to use this.
Oh, now?
I think they just used it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know
I
what
thought
is.
he used it on his screen. I
Yeah.
guess not.
Maybe it's just a saturation. I think the
Yeah,
best part, someone's diving off in first. Yeah, they dove off in top too. I was
that
gonna say
works.
if Zealous was top spots, I think the best spot to use it is to get them after this set right here, because you don't get another item.
Yeah, you lose at that point. But I think since ZY were top spots, they just called the jumping off
Mhm.
shock, which is good. Now Z is pretty much most of the bottom six here.
Dude, there's all Z back here, man.
Yeah, this is huge for ZY. Yeah, Swift's just stopping there, trying to star him, which I don't think that's worth. But yeah, bottom two for Z and most of the bottom spots. And
Yeah,
ZY
that's a
gets
really
top
good race.
3, 7, 8, 10. So
That's a
yeah,
really good shock right there.
definitely a great shock for sure. So well done to ZY. Yeah, I don't think Z even really knew that ZY had the shock because the person who's back there was billing, and obviously you can't look back when you're billing. So they
Yeah,
just had no. I
I
don't think they had
hate
any
that.
idea.
I hate that in this game. We see a 64 road coming out again. I'll be mad if it dude, I hate this track. I don't like it.
I don't like it. My team likes to pick it for bottom spots, but even then, I don't really like it. Apparently, it's good
Yeah,
for N-word players as well. Not entirely sure why,
the
but
phone pup, he's trying to get BL2 to pick it. I'm not letting him have it.
yep.
We see just quite a few. It looks like ZY kind of fell a bit to the bottom right here. We see K and Thomas, even though they're a bit in the middle. Sorry, that was like the dumbest thing I've ever said.
I honestly just didn't even hear what you said because I was
Thank,
like daydreaming for like
thank Christ, dude. That was the
10
stupidest shit
seconds.
I've ever said.
No, I thought the stupidest shit you ever said was like the desert race
Dude,
pass.
stop with the sand. That was not stupid. It made sense. Rookie's like, you have to, I don't know, explain it for casual players, and I did. They're top 3, dude. They're top 3.
Yep. This track is in space. Is it? No, that's a
No,
city
it's
down
just
there.
not. It's just in the
It's just
sky.
not. Okay, most rainbow roads are usually in space, to be fair.
Yeah.
So that's confusing, actually.
The MKA Rainbow Road is a space station.
That is true.
Yeah.
Very true. Regardless, I don't even know what's happening with. I'm literally just
We
not
have
even.
not said anything.
I'm just not even paying
Dude,
attention
we
to
should
the
just give
race.
up and try again next race. We
Yeah.
have not said anything.
There's always next race for
Okay,
sure.
ZY is like 3 of bottom 4, I think. And Neo's back there, and there's a blue.
I cannot believe he
And
did
oh
not
my
get hit
god,
by that
Thomas
blue.
exploded.
He did explode. Literally, I did not know this track was above like a city, like on a bay, like at
I
all.
think okay, so actually I think the lore is that it's above GCN Mushroom City. I think that's the lore. The Mushroom City track in Double
Oh.
Dash.
Oh, right. I
I
mean,
think that's the lore.
I don't see the resemblance from that too well, but
Okay.
no, I mean, I
I
probably would if I focused on it more, but like I couldn't really obviously see that, I guess. But I mean, it makes
yeah.
sense because it's like on the water as well.
Oh, or maybe I'm thinking of the GCN Rainbow Road. I don't know.
Oh yeah, it's NATO said GCN Rainbow Road.
Oh yeah. Yeah, dude, I just
Bruh.
said a whole lot of nothing like all race. I'm sorry.
I mean, that's fair. You have to have some of those races. Who even won that race?
They tied.
Oh, okay, okay.
Thanks, Theo, for the raid. Appreciate that.
Thanks, bro.
Getting into it on DK Jungle.
Bro, all these words are just meshing together. We played the
I
same
know.
tracks, I feel like, every single word.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're back at the jungle. What's something about this track I didn't know about? I don't really know.
So these Tiki guys, they're actually like bad guys in Donkey Kong Country. The one where like they hypnotize people or whatever.
I don't even think I've played that, to be
Yeah,
honest.
me neither. I just watch on YouTube. Um,
All right, back to the race, I guess. I don't know why he tried to go into the red, but
yeah.
uh, looks like pretty mixed right now. Oh no, I think his red got. Oh, he hit his red, I think, in the air. Pull out the triple bananas. ZY, I think, has most of the top spots. That is so
Yeah.
risky,
You
but
see a
he goes
blue
around
coming
it.
in. Oh, he has a horn. Really good pull right there.
Yeah, ZY's chilling for now.
And Strike is definitely very fast on this track, and he prides himself on that. No, he likes this one a lot.
That's good. Should be able to hold first then. If Z has
Quite a
shock
few,
here, then they win.
yeah, quite a
But
few middle spots right here from both teams.
no, they don't have shock, and then that's just unfortunate from Swift missing that potential shock box there. But bottom three is like, what are they doing?
They have to have it, right? Yeah, they've got to. If they don't have it, I don't know why. Because Dax is holding this and Swift. Oh my god, that's so good.
That's a weird spot to use the star though, right?
I mean, he's just using it because he has a bill, right? So they shock
Right.
Dam into double. We can bill in sixth. Oh, and the blue coming out in the
Oh my
ghost. Oh my
goodness.
word.
This is just Swift's best case scenario nearly.
Well, I
What's he
don't know
gonna
what item he
steal?
got.
I mean,
Oh,
first place
triple
got an
shrimp. That's so
item,
good.
but yeah.
He has to pass Isaiah right now.
He has to go. He has to go.
No,
Bro,
no.
he had to
Yeah,
go, dude.
that's top 4 for ZY.
No, it's not. Dax was up there. Oh, what?
Yeah,
I
Dax is
thought.
up there. No,
Oh
no, that's
my
Starlove because
goodness.
their Miis look so similar.
Oh, you're right. Oh my goodness. That is crazy. Yeah, no, he had the shroom at the turn, you know? Like, yeah, he had to go for that.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, because you don't really lose anything.
Oh,
Just
I
rushing
think
right
Dax,
over.
according to Dax, wasn't first, but I guess he got ended or something.
Could
But
be the
yeah,
case.
that is just unfortunate for Z. No, but he definitely had to go for that shroom spot like at the turn because that's possible and it's really fast if you get it, but it's easy to fall off obviously. Or just go around the upper path, you know, and just like cut your losses. I don't know
Yeah.
because I think he at least holds third if he goes upper path.
Dude, Shy Guy Falls. I was hoping that we would see that track. I actually really like Shy Guy Falls. K is having a bit of a tough time right now, but it's okay. He's contributing.
Yeah, it's a war, so you gotta contribute any way you can. Even if you're not scoring, then you're just contributing in other ways. So
Absolutely.
it's okay, Lorenz. My meet and greet is after this, so just swing on by, and then I'll give you an autograph.
I'll be there.
All right, back to item roulette track.
Yeah, so like we said before, we do see just one person running. And you know what I like to do on these types of tracks is I'd like to go to a spot like around third or so, and then I'll get star triple shrooms and just go for it right there.
Yeah, I just like that meta, honestly. Like we don't see one team taking on that meta because they just ran by default, but
There we go.
there's already a shock, which literally just doesn't mean anything really. That just means second shock's gonna happen.
K might
It's
have it after his bill. No, I don't know
I
where
mean there
anymore.
might be a second one. I didn't really see who dodged in the back, honestly, so I'm not really aware of who could potentially have it right now. But
And the,
certainly a second shock I think is even possible, like second set
yeah,
from the guy in
absolutely.
last.
And the player in first is just so far ahead right now. Did we
Yeah, it's the
see?
same guy
Yeah, we see
who's
two,
running.
three taking cut right there. Oh, and we
There
actually did. You
is.
see the player in third jump into the pit with PD
Yeah,
Brah
yeah.
or whatever the hell. Jumped into the sand pit and dodged. That's a very common strategy. It's pretty good for Strike.
Yeah,
He's
this is a good situation for Strike,
okay.
except he
I was
doesn't get the
curious to
chain.
see if he would chain it at the double right there and try and
No,
get gold to take the
that was a
outro.
quick decision by Strike, and I think that was correct. Like he knew he wasn't gonna be able to really get it without slowing down too much.
I think you use
Uh,
this here and then you take 2 boxes. Yeah, absolutely. Barely. But there's quite a
so
few DY back here.
yeah, and another shock is possible this set if I'm
Absolutely.
correct. He wall broke the red, right? Like I don't think
And
he even
yeah. And
got
now
hit by
all of a
it.
sudden, DY is quite a bit up here. It
We
still could
could
be a top
see
2 for Z.
we could see another shock coming here pretty soon. If not, then Strike's good to go for like fourth. No, we do
Oh
see a shot
my god.
from ZY maybe? Because
I
Starlo dodged?
I don't know. No, it couldn't have been because they wouldn't have TS strike in the cut.
Oh, you're right, you're right. Yeah. So that might have been a good race for Z.
Yeah, that looks really good for Z.
Wait, how did Starlo would Starlo get
He
those?
dodged right there.
What spot did he get?
I don't know.
I was just I thought he got like I didn't see him in like the top 3. I'm just seeing things at the moment. I don't know.
Yeah.
But still a good race for Z.
Yeah, I don't know. Robo called shock to TS strike. He was pissed off that he overslept for Summit. Getting into we see Sunshine Airport coming out. Another big track. We see Frenzy going for Cheap Cheap Beach and the Rogue Dolphin Shoals. Did I say Cheap Cheap Beach? I mean Cheeseland. I'm sorry.
Cheeseland. Is that track all cheese?
I don't know. It kind of looks like sand, right?
Yeah.
Like, is it? I don't know. There's also like wood things that the toads stand on.
True. And we're back at
Yeah.
the airport. Literally, I literally this is like the same as like everywhere. Like we've seen the same tracks
Yeah.
every single time.
We're back
But
here.
they all play out differently, you know?
Yeah, like I remember last time or the first time we saw this. I can't remember if it was today or last week. I'm very sorry. Zealous got a really big race, and then last match, I know for a fact it was last match. It was a bit of a s- what the fuck word am I trying to say? Switched. I was trying to say flip, switch. Yeah, switch ending. Sorry, excuse me. Um, and
You
yeah,
better be
ZY got a really
sorry.
good race. Dude, this third match is just I can't do any of this.
Yeah, I mean, your chops kind of go away after a couple wars, so it's understandable. No worries. But I never take that shortcut. Like I just
Yeah,
never do it, but I feel like it's just good. I don't know.
yeah.
Oh, there we go.
We see a shock coming out from Z here. It'll be really curious to see what they do. I'm not quite sure what the spots are. I don't know when they want to use this.
Well, it depends on who's first. They might cancel blue if... No, they definitely won't because it's on the boost pad. But they did. So they canceled blue, so I think that was Zian first. And they get into the cannon as well, then... That's what I assume happened, I guess. Oh! Still gets the double, that's
Oh,
definitely
triple
really
shrooms
good.
is so good. Oh, Neo. I thought he was going to hit himself. That
Oh!
red on K? Is that going
Misses,
to be
that
a top
trail's
2 for
risky.
Z? Oh!
I think that's a pretty big race for Z. I think it's top 2, 4, 5. I think, right?
They have to hope they got first here. Yeah,
Yep.
okay. Nice, good race.
Man, it's so close, so back and forth. After that race, it's gonna be... Well, the overall score is 22 points off, so ZY was winning by 22, and now it'll be like... Yeah,
16.
ZY is only winning by 16 points. So... Very close.
Yeah, and so definitely something that we've been seeing at the middle of all the matches is I think it's been around 20 points each time. Again, we see a couple cheese lands coming out. And there's some funny messages being sent to Twitch chat, dude. Ugh.
This is just comedy.
It's the best in the world, it's all that matters. Ugh, God. Okay, I
No
believe our
comment.
score is wrong. I think Frenzy should actually have 295 points on the scoreboard.
Wait. What mountain do you think we're on right now?
Mount Wario? That's why it's
Yeah, but
called that?
like... I meant like real mountain, you know? Or do you
Well,
think it's just Mount Wario?
Mount Wario.
There should be like a real Mount Wario.
I don't think so. Yeah, they're gonna rename Mount Fuji to Mount
Mount
Wario.
Wario.
It'd be very
That's just
funny.
worth it. That's just worth it, honestly.
Dude, the MK sales would skyrocket.
Yeah, that's just what we need, so they definitely don't make another Mario Kart.
Or maybe in MK9, we'll just have Mount Fuji.
True. Very true.
So yeah, we see one player from each team in the back right here. It'll be interesting to see if they decide to stop.
So we get back to Swift. Kind of
Oh, that
chilling.
sucks.
Unfortunately, gets hit by the fire. Able to get Starlo, I think, with that horn, but that plant is just going to be detrimental.
Almost hits one of the boost panels that who the hell knows why those are there.
Yeah, literally. I don't know.
And
But
Swift just went from 2nd to 11th. Now he has no coins, and oh
he
my god.
pulls Shock in one box. That is just what you want to see, I guess, if you're in a war. So yeah, now they definitely have the upper hand on ZY with kind of what they want to do with this. I'm curious to know who's in last place.
How did he? Okay.
I don't know
I
how he
think
has
they're
that.
top 4. Yeah, they
I
are.
don't know why he used that star. I mean, that delays their shock, but now they're just definitely getting target shock. Like they're gonna
Yeah,
use it like right
like right now.
here.
Hello. Okay.
Yeah.
I think that. Oh my God! A second one.
That is just ideal.
Dude, and Toad's gunning these people down. Oh
This
my
is just
God.
that second like the first shock probably wasn't enough to like
Oh my God.
catch them, but the second shock just like destroyed them,
Dude,
dude.
Thomas just went from second to last. Oh my God.
That
That's
is
crazy.
crazy.
That is crazy. I was expecting one. I definitely was not expecting two shocks right there.
Well, I think the guy in last was Zealous' player going for shock, and then
Yeah, that
Swift
was
just like
Dax.
pulls it out of his butt, and then they just both have shock.
Yeah.
So that was just very lucky that Swift had it and was able to even dodge like the guy who had the other one, so they could use the second one. So that was very lucky for sure.
Yeah, and now things are really close. We are currently only separated by 6 points. Or maybe it's 8.
Yeah,
No, it's 6.
the beginning made me feel like it was definitely going to be another like blowout war for Frenzy, but these past few races have kind of just like definitely flipped that around for sure. Zealous getting their track pick, so keeping up that momentum for sure.
Definitely one of the better running tracks in this game. You know that this is the track is based on a Mario 64 stage.
Wait, sorry, what was the fact?
The track is based on a Mario 64 stage.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Aren't there like a few tracks where it's like based off of like some other game? Like, isn't there one from like
Yeah.
Mario Galaxy or
Yeah,
something?
Cloud Top Cruise is Mario Galaxy.
Oh, that's the
And
one.
like the
Yeah,
music
yeah.
is a remix of Gusty Garden, something like that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool
Yeah.
how they do that.
More you know. We see those
Tributes to other
regs
games.
taking care of business.
Yep. Swift getting Star Triple Shrooms in 8th, lap 1. That's pretty lucky.
Yeah, and I'm led to believe that Frenzy is in really good spots. We see Dam and Dax in the middle right here. I think that's Starlo in the Biddy Buggy.
Why is it so common that teams pick tracks for top spots and they just like I feel like they very often lose the race.
Yeah, like that happened. That's exactly what happened on Moo Moo Meadows.
Like
Oh,
it
the
just
triple reds.
doesn't make sense. But yeah, those are useless, right?
He has Bill Blue in 8th. Think he's gonna hold the Bill right here until the ending Nisk, and then
Yeah, he'll use
here's
it
the
there.
strategy if you didn't know. He can jump off. Yeah, here we go.
Yep. They'll take him to third. Third's pretty close though, so it might not be that great. No, it'll be fine actually.
And he's still holding blue. So that's gonna be, I believe, top 2, top 3 for ZY. Bomb.
Did
There's
that hit
nothing.
any? No.
Oh, another
What?
bomb. What the? Dude, if I'm Dax, I'm so mad.
Oh.
And there's like nothing
They're
striking.
throwing everything at Strike right now, and the blue
Oh my
gets
God, blue got
stolen,
stolen.
which doesn't even matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Oh, and the
There's a
shot
He
comes
gets
in.
the ground shroom. Does he gain a spot off that ground shroom?
I think that was a ZY shock.
I think it was too. Yeah.
Dang.
So you're getting bottom too, so that definitely just cancels out nearly the last race. From Z on Mount Wario. So we're kind of back to square one, with only 3 races left.
Yeah, that'll probably be a bigger race than Mount Wario was.
Cheap Cheap Beach is based on a beach? That is crazy. I literally just never even knew that. Literally, the more you know.
Yep, I inspired a generation of free thinkers. Cheeseland is based on cheese. I never would have thought of that.
Is it actually? How do we prove it's cheese though? We don't know for sure. We can't like prove it's cheese without like eating it.
Desert. Wow, man. Next, you're gonna tell me.
Yo, Rainbow Road is based on a road. That's pretty cool.
I thought you were gonna say a rainbow. You said a road? A road? You know what? You're right. It is based on a road.
I mean, it is a road for sure.
You know what? I can't argue that.
Music Park is based on a park.
Shut up.
I'm just losing my mind. It's okay. So this is cool. We'll see the Shroom be used to take the cut, and this is the Don't Get Lag Trail Challenge currently. Oh,
Yeah, I
he
think
gets
he's
that kind
succeeding.
of sucked. Getting the hop there before the super bounce is so toxic because it's so much harder to get the mini turbo.
Yeah,
But the
I
ZY
think
is chilling in top 2 right now.
yeah. What the fuck? I thought that was gonna hit him.
Yeah,
Top 3 it looks like, and we see Demon in 4th maybe?
I think Demon's their highest spot.
So it's defenseless, that's pretty...
All of these races has had someone so far behind
Yeah.
from each team.
We see players stopping for it. Isaiah wants
Wait.
Strike to take the blue, who wants Strike or K to take the blue.
Oh yeah, they were just coordinating getting K up there. They had time to do that, so I think that's fine. That's definitely, well played from them. But they're like top everything, so Z just needs to whip it up like ASAP. Like they have to use it really, really soon.
Yeah. Is that
It's
top
Demon.
5? Or that's Demon, right?
Yeah. But he gets him out. He's gonna be able to red him if he spaces. Oh no, he has a second red, so Demon's dead now.
He has triple
they're
greens, it looks like.
just top 4 again. Oh, he misses
Top
the back
5?
barely.
Oh, here it goes.
Well, that's what they needed, so...
Only one shroom, not the best item, and they're still so far ahead.
Yeah, but they'll be able to... Oh, he
he
misses
doesn't
the
get a
double!
box!
Missing that box is so detrimental. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and Isaiah has a red, K has a red, Starlo has a red.
He gets the double though, so maybe we'll
A
do
blue
something.
coming in. Oh, that's
Is that blue like RNG? That sucks, dude.
I don't even know.
It's so hard to avoid that.
I think
But
whoever got hit by it only lost spots to
Z has
ZY
bottomed
themselves.
everything, man. Yeah, that's a huge race
Yeah,
for ZY.
that's tough. And that could actually no, that couldn't be it. Sorry. Thought there was one less race left. Yeah, so they have a 54-point differential to overcome in 2 races. We see Baby Park coming out. Definitely a good one for
Yeah, I
Frenzy.
remember the first time anybody ever did this strat. It was in, I'm pretty sure it was like when Prestige was playing versus WF, and we picked it to like win the last race, and WF literally beat us by like 30 or something that race, and then they just like made fun of us for picking it. But then now everyone just does it as the meta, so it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, and people used to think it was toxic, like BM or whatever. And we see Zealous switching to the Movementos pick. That worked out so well for them last time.
Yeah,
So,
hopefully they can replicate that, I guess. They definitely have the shrooms, but also ZY has some shrooms up here, so it's pretty evenly split. Swift not really getting the full boost out of that cut.
yeah, pretty unfortunate. We see, I believe that's Frenzy in first. We see Neo Thomas here.
I hate that this game slows you down when you have a draft with like a mini turbo road trick.
Yeah,
Like that's
that is the
so
worst.
annoying. Like if anything, it should like stack the speed, like stars and shrooms or something. I don't know, but regardless, Swift to Z's like major hope right now with maintaining top spots. Someone that's just
No, that's Dax and Demon in 3-4.
are they 2-3-4?
Yeah. Okay.
No,
That bomb.
Isaiah's kind of right there. Not sure what that bomb accomplished, but
Yeah.
doesn't really hit anyone.
Oh, the bomb!
Ouch.
Oh, and he spams a shroom right away. Another bomb? Oh, Demon's dead, and he doesn't have a shroom. Swift doesn't have a shroom. And I believe that's Frenzy in first. Yeah, this is looking grim.
The star.
Oh, a late
Josh
shot coming
is.
in, but they're only passing their own teammates.
No, I think that was Z's shot because Swift was in the start, right?
Yeah, they're only passing their own teammates, and I think that's gonna be it. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think that's it's officially the win, right?
Yeah,
Because it's
your
yep.
MK Worlds champions. I believe this is their debut MKU season.
Yeah,
Frenzy
it is. Yeah.
are the Division 1 winners. Want to give a quick shout out to NATO. This win would not have been possible without him.
Yep. I guess everyone's just having fun now.
We're repicking? Okay. Okay. What's your favorite track out of all these?
Wildwoods
Good one. Good one.
for sure.
Mine's Animal Crossing. Easily. I love Animal Crossing. And Thwomp. I also love Thwomp. But yeah, no, that was a really good set. I'm not so sure if people expected Zealous to keep it so close, right? You know, most people on paper, if you just take a look at it, they probably would have thought that Frenzy just would have stomped this match. Excuse me. But it was really close through and through. The first match was definitely winnable for Zealous. But still, you know, they played really well through and through. And now they can add. I think all of these players already have a Division 1 title in one way or another. Whether it be with Severance, World Friend. I don't know if Prestige won. Actually, Isaiah might be the only player without D1 title. So he's
No,
getting one of those.
Isaiah got one with DVP.
Oh, with DVP, right? I forgot about that.
And
Sorry,
then
that was from
Zealous,
actually forever
Zealous,
ago.
Zealous also won one at least or two.
Yeah, Toad
Forget.
has one with Requiem. Neo has like 4. Because he finds his way into every D1 team. Starlo has one. He's getting another one. But yeah, stick around. I don't know if we have anything to announce after this. Yeah, but that'll do it for us for casting for a little bit. As we see a shot coming in. There's always a tournament in between MKU seasons, so we will probably be back soon with that. Maybe in like a month or so. To do the finals of that. But that's gonna be it. Congratulations to Frenzy, your MQ Season 16 Division 1 champions. Yeah, that's gonna be it. Dude, I'm so tired, NATO. I'm so very tired. I'm very thankful for both of the teams, uh, for starting right away. Chaining. I think that is actually really good. And maybe something that should happen more in MKU. All right, that's gonna be it. Congratulations to Frenzy once again. Sketch is AFK. He said someone rang his doorbell. uh, if you like me, you can follow me on Twitter at Royal264 and on Twitch at Royal264. You can follow Sketch at I think Sketch RD. Let me see. Yeah, Sketch RD. I don't know. Join the Discord. Follow the Twitch channel. Go to the website. Sign up. Join Lounge. Play Lounge. Have fun. All right, that's it. We're done. Thanks everybody for watching. Have a good one.